Sevens big league from the MCG. Melbourne playing Carlton. Now, who's going to take this one out? Carlton lost last week to Footscray. Melbourne have a bit to prove to their supporters all day up high. The tap comes straight down, taken by Eishold. The kick a hurried one, but it's a free kick going Melbourne's way. So Melbourne having the first actual kick of the game. It's going to go right down toward the half-forward zone if Newport can move it quickly, but he has to go now back behind the mark. Moore has started off down in the full forward position, and Bruce Doole's picking him up. There's a chance for the Melbourne side to go low. Groin. Done a groin first up. Straight away, David Williams has pulled a groin muscle.
Yes, he clutched at the groin, as you saw. Moore over the top there, couldn't take it. It's a hurried kick away there towards the half-back flank. There's Craig Bradley. He's got it. He's sprints with the ball. A hand pass over the top as he gets it to Bernie Evans. Evans towards half-forward. Oh, well smothered there by Stephen Turner. He picks it up in the back pocket and hooks it back towards the half-back line. Up they go, and Bradley gets his second possession of the game. Off he goes, the little South Australian champ. Brings it to full forward. The lead has been made. A beautiful lead by Warren McKenzie. Now, is it a 15-metre penalty?
Yes, it should be.
I think it might be, as you see on screen. Umpire Snedden, Michael Snedden, right onto that one. McKenzie dispossessed after he'd taken a strong mark. A beautiful lead. What a great pass, Jack, by Bradley.
It was a great pass by Bradley. Shot the ball, but a good lead by McKenzie too. He went into the open space. The lead was good, the mark was good, and not a good play by Melbourne to give away a 15-metre penalty, which brings McKenzie in to within about 20 metres of goal, and he shouldn't miss from there. The first score of the game going on the board now at the MCG on Sevens Big League, and it's a goal to Carlton. Kicked by Warren McKenzie from the full forward position, so Carlton, one goal, Melbourne have not yet scored.
Yes, and Warren McKenzie has certainly improved this year in leaps and bounds. We saw them in one game, and I thought that they might be a bit top-heavy up forward with McKenzie and Kernahan and McClure competing against each other in the air. There's Craig Bradley, who's started off the game particularly well. The young Simon Eishold, you see on screen, got a very, very big job today on Bradley.
Yes, you have to tell him a little bit closer than what he has been in the first couple of minutes. Ball put down, All Day rises high to get the tap down. Another chance for Melbourne to go forward. Williams, who saw the groin in the first minute of the game, he's still limping out there. I think he'll have to come off the ground, Pete, because I can see him favouring that left groin, the number 12 for Melbourne, Williams, but he hasn't as yet left the ground. We've only been playing 2.5 minutes of the first term on Sevens Big League. Melbourne have not yet scored. Carlton one goal. The ball down in the centre again.
Madden over the top. Stephen Stretch was trying to crash his way through. Number 18 for Melbourne. I can see a problem developing down there for Melbourne on Carlton's forward line. McKenzie is playing on Nigel Cole. Well, Nigel Cole will get killed in the air if they kick it up high. Madden, big thump away towards Wayne Blackwell. Centre wing. Dispossessed of the football.
Well done.
Dale Dixon over to Stephen Stretch onto the left foot. He goes to Teddy Fidge.
Well done.
Oh, that was beautiful use of the body by Fidge against Meldrum. He centres the ball. Peter Moore's got his name written all over this against Doole. Oh, he should have marked that one. Batterston's there, hooks it on the left foot. The only one there, though, is Wayne Harms, and he ducks back and takes a well-judged mark.
Harms in the goal square, looking out toward the members' side of the ground. Could see Big Madden by himself. Madden going back, can't quite take the mark. The ball will run out of... No, he's been kept in play. I don't think it went out.
I don't think it did either, Jack.
And now the umpire said it did, so a boundary throw-in will take place. Williams is coming off by the look of it, Peter. His place is to be taken by Healy, so the interchange has been made. Williams doing that groin muscle in the very first minute of the game, so he's a bit unlucky. Tapped down there by All Day. There's a chance for Melbourne through Payne, but he couldn't get it. We'll see another bounce taking place.
Well, you wonder if he's done his warm-ups.
Sorry, that was Lyon.
Well, you wonder whether he's done his warm-ups correctly when you do a groin so early in the match and so quickly without... You know, if you're warmed up properly, you shouldn't really do a groin muscle, as we see Wayne Johnston on the left foot up to a Robbie Flower. Let's see what the Melbourne champ can do. He's caught, gets it to it. Oh, give him a bit of... umpire Snedden, I disagree with that one. You've got to have some chance. I thought he handballed it.
Well, he didn't evidently do it quick enough. Road got the ball moving. Eishold waits the crumb. It's in front of the pack, but good roving on that occasion too. And Johnson picks up the crumb. Carlton going forward again through Johnson to Blackwell. Blackwell into the open goal. Another goal coming up for Carlton, I would say, as Wayne Blackwell pops it through, and Carlton now, in the space of 4.5 minutes, Carlton 2 goals for 12 points. A bit of a dust-up out there. And Melbourne on no scorers yet.
Yes, a big job now ahead of Melbourne. Carlton have started so brilliantly, as they often do. They're very capable, Carlton. of kicking 8, 9, 10 goals in a quarter, and Melbourne will have to really... I can see the problems that Melbourne are going to have. Forward line is their problem. Peter Moore has got to take marks. They've got to score goals from some of those big fellas up there, because we've seen them in recent weeks and their forward line has been absolutely pathetic. Let's see if they can do something. Here's Tommy Albin, centre of the ground, on the left foot, brings it wide, looking for Kernahan. Out he comes. Well taken away by Turner. A great tackle, top tackle, good umpiring by umpire Snedden. And it'll be a 15-metre penalty. Bad play by Stephen Turner, because that puts Stephen Kernahan right in close to goal, only 35 metres out on a 45-degree angle, and that is not good football.
Well, Kernahan should kick the goal from it. Well, he'll score anyhow, which is very close to goal, about 40 metres out, no more. We have a 15-metre line. You'll see him cross that as he comes in to take the kick. So a kick from about 45 metres. Kick on its way. It's good. Carlton, 3 straight goals on Sevens Big League. Melbourne are not yet scored. 6 minutes into the first term.
Well, I'll say this straight away, even though the game's only been going 6 minutes, that Peter Moore should not be playing at full forward. He's won 2 Brownlow medals as a ruckman, and if he shouldn't be on the ball, I'll eat my hat. I don't care who you put down there. Moore is not a full forward, he's a ruckman, and I think that John Northey should do something straight away. All day hasn't got enough class to go against Madden.
He's only a young ruckman. He's going to try against Madden now. He got the tap down, can't find a rover as yet. Yes, he has, picked up by Healy. The kick is down to the half-forward zone for Melbourne. Is that a mark or not? The umpire said yes.
Carlton.
Going Carlton's way, and that Lyon wasn't too happy about that. He thought it may have been his mark, but that wasn't the case.
Peter Dean out towards centre wing, and the mark is taken by the Melbourne champ, Robbie Flower, but it's a free kick. It was a push out before it got to Flower, I think, and the umpire making it go, saying it has to go back to Kenny Hunt. Oh, gee, Carlton, with their talent, they look dangerous even early in the game with those 3 quick goals as Hunter brings it to half-forward. McClure in front of the pack. Over the back, a chance for All Day, looking for Robin White. He's a tough cookie as he breaks away and kicks it to half-forward. Up they go, it hits the deck. A chance for Melbourne now, Russell Richards. Now it's a hand pass, a high one. Hunter, beautiful use of the body. Over to Peter Dean, who knocks it 40 metres with the left hand. A great effort to Wayne Blackwell. Blackwell to Alex Marcoux. He'll be happy to be cementing his place in that side. Up towards half-forward. Bradley's there and Bernie Evans. Cleverly balked. Onto the left foot goes Evans. It's a high ball towards the pocket, but it goes through for 1 point. But Carlton, at the moment, doing all the attacking. 3-1 to Melbourne, yet to score.
Not good football by Evans, though. Should have got that ball within about 15 metres of goal. He went for the left foot shot, which didn't happen. Now, on the members' side of the ground, Stretch couldn't take the mark. Eyeshoulder of Melbourne picks up and plays a little kick around the boundary line. It wasn't a very good kick, although I think he did what he wanted to do and put it over the boundary line.
Will we mention him?
Johnny Beckwith here. Boundary throw in on the half-forward flank for Carlton on the members' side of the ground. The scoreboard showing 19 points to Carlton, no score to Melbourne at this stage. 8 minutes gone the first term on Sevens Big League. All Day got the tap again. It comes out toward Bradley. Eyeshoulder doing the tackling. Bradley wins out and gave it to Marcoux. Marcoux loses possession. Into a packet goes, and the umpire said a bounce will take place on the true centre wing position on the MCG members' side of the ground. The umpires today are umpires Ian Clayton, you see on screen now, and umpire Michael Snedden, I should have said. Free kick, shepherding against the big fellow Madden, taken by All Day.
Yes, well, David All Day, he's inexperienced, but he'll try like heck. He's got a big heart. No one on the mark, which is bad play. He kicks it towards the pocket. Peter Moore and Hunter. Courageous mark. But Peter Moore, he stopped in his tracks. He should have attacked that ball. He could have marked that one. And Hunter, with great courage, chipped in front and took the mark.
McClure up high. The ball thumped away from Hughes by his own teammate. A little kick off the boot will go Melbourne's free kick, I would think. It came off a Carlton boot in Blackwell. And we're taken by Stretch. Stretch has the ball now on the wing position on the members' side. Moore calling for it. Now, can he take this mark against the ever-reliable Bruce Dool? In front was the Carlton player in Dorotich. The ball comes out toward Healy. Lyon tries to get in for Carlton, can't do so. Hunter got it out. Other pack forms up, and we'll see a bounce taking place about 40 metres out from Melbourne's goal. The score for Melbourne is zilch at present. Carlton 3-1.
Ground, Jack, I think you'd agree, magnificent condition. There's a play on, good umpiring by umpire Snedden. As we see Teddy Fields, here's a chance, a snap at goal, and he's offline, which he He misses a lot of shots at goal, Ted Fidge.
Well, that wasn't the easiest shot he's ever had.
Oh, no, but he does miss a lot of shots. He kicks a number of points, Jack, as we saw him last week against North out at Waverley. He could have brought them right into it. He's got to make sure of those ones. 3-1. Plays 1 point. Carlton
Look at this.
In front as we see Hunter down the centre of the ground. A hand pass across there towards Bernie Evans. Evans towards half forward. Mark McClure. Oh, handball over the top. Here's a chance for Carlton. Here goes Blackwell into the open goal. Bang! He slams away. And Wayne Blackwell's put it through for another easy goal to Carlton.
Yes, Carlton now 4 goals 1. Blackwell has 2 of those. 4-1-25 and Melbourne 1 point. But what I want to talk on there, Peter, is the fact that when Doull kicked in, Doull kicked it straight up the ground. He kicked it over the heads of the players. The players had stayed in closer to goal, and he kicked it over their heads, and then they had the run of the ball. They're going straight toward goal. Hunter took it, gave it on, and it was a Carlton goal. That's very good thinking from full back, and I think you'll see that used quite a lot.
Well, that's been used by nearly all the clubs now.
But that was different. He kicked it straight up the ground.
Yes, but Fitzroy started that with Robbie Walls with Gary Pert and Roos. But Melbourne have to wake up to that, Jack. I think you'd agree. As Hunter, they've got to have someone run with him up towards that half-back line as we see Paul Payne overrun the football. There's a good tackle. Was put on there by Warren McKenzie. Now it's Stephen Newport marking half-back flank. That was a great passage of play, though, by the Blues. They've done their homework. There's the kick, and it's a 15-metre penalty, though. So it'll come back to Steve Newport, and he'll take this kick on centre wing. Umpire Michael Snedden giving that decision as Newport now kicks in toward Lyon. Lyon up high, can't take the mark. It comes back. A rebounding ball comes to Richards. He balks again. He's in trouble, but he breaks away from the tackle. And a great kick. Now Moore should mark this one. He got the hands of it, couldn't take the mark, and it's over the boundary line. He had the run, he had everything in his favour, but I think the ever-reliable Bruce Doull was still pretty cagey. And good play by Justin Madden, too. He went back, he saw that Doull was going to be outnumbered, well, not outnumbered, but as far as height went, and he went down to lend a hand. There's Dorotich playing for the free kick there. In they pounce on top of the ball. But we've only been going 12 minutes into this first quarter, and Carlton looking brilliant already. Yes, Carlton lead by 4 goals over Melbourne, but Melbourne have a chance here, Peter, only 15 metres out from goal. Well, let's hope so, as we see Meldrum caught. Now that could be holding the ball. No, said the umpire. Play on as it comes back to the half-back line. That's holding the man decision to Bruce Doull, and the great Carlton champion. Good to see him still in the game. The fans love him, the Carlton people, as he brings it to centre wing. Peter Dean is there. It hits the deck. In they go after it. It's grabbed by Batterston. He's got it to Adrian Batterston. He's a real trier. A little left foot chip out to Peter Moore. Here's his chance. Half forward flank. He fires. He hooks. It doesn't. It's not straight enough. He hooked it slightly, as I said, and puts it through for a point. Only one behind to Melbourne from that encounter. Melbourne 2 points. Carlton 4-1-25. You're on Sevens Big League from the MCG. And an easy one coming in from the full-back position to Road. Road now going up toward the centre of the ground. It's a high kick. Who can take it? Oh, it's well taken too on that wing position. And once again, 15. It's Blackwell in the thick of things, doing quite well. A 15-metre start will put him up toward the half-forward plate, and he plays on with a hand pass. Good umpiring by umpire Snedden as he Road receives up towards McClure and Payne. Oh, Marcoux, let's see the pace. He picks it up, he hooks. Oh, he's missed, I think, then through for 1 point. But good play by Mark McClure. And young Paul Payne is going to have his work cut out. You saw a shot of Alex Marcoux there. And there's a bit of a blue going on at the centre half-back area. Nothing serious. But Kernahan and Turner. Well, Turner's a bit of a goer. And he'll really make Kernahan earn his kicks today. 4-2 to 2 points. Carlton leading Melbourne by 4 goals as we approach the 14-minute mark. The first term on Sevens Big League. The kick drops, I was going to say short, but it came down to Batterston now. Hand passes to Eichhold. Eichhold has nowhere to go. There's no one leading. Now Fidge leads out to the half-forward flank. He gets away from Melbourne. Oh, could have been in the back, but Fidge recovered very well. Picks the ball up. Straightens up, shoots one around. He's looking for Moore. Moore should get into that. He can't quite take the mark. It's on the turf again. Eichhold once again picks up. He puts the ball in toward the centre half-forward position. Taken by Big Madden. The left foot kick goes out towards Stretch. Over the top comes Blackwell. And he takes the mark. A very good mark indeed. He's playing very well for Carlton, Wayne Blackwell. Up to the half-forward zone. Stretch put Turner pushed Kernahan out. But Carlton play on. It's with Bernie Evans from the half-forward pocket. And now it comes in toward Bradley. The left foot kick. No one home. And the mark's taken by Payne. Well, he meant... Jack, I think you'd agree that He did the right thing. He was trying to centre the ball instead of being selfish, and it didn't quite come off. Here it is towards half-back flank, and it's a free kick down the ground against Mark McClure, and he knows it too. He looked... he knew the umpire was onto him, as we see Jarrett bring it wide, and the umpire will bring him back and make him kick over the mark.
15 minutes gone, the first term, Sevens Big League. 4-2-26 the Carlton score. Melbourne 2 points. And Melbourne not looking good. They can't do much once they get around that half-forward line. There's no full forward, really. Moore is playing there, but not very successfully at present.
No, they've got the worst forward line in the league. There's no doubt in my mind about that. They just haven't got a key forward. That's holding the ball, said the umpire.
I don't think Black will agree.
Umpire Clayton, it's a great camera shot of that one as we see Adrian Batterston towards half-forward. Wayne Harms can't take it. Brucey Dool over the back. He overruns it. Peter Moore knocks it on. Good use of the body by Dool. That was experience as we see Peter Moore. He's got it. A lovely hand pass to Dale Dixon. He picks it up. He snaps. And is it a goal? Yes, a lovely goal to Dale Dixon for Melbourne.
Well, Melbourne needed that one. I don't have to tell you that. Melbourne 1-2-8 points. Carlton 4-2-26 points. The time clock is getting toward the 16-minute mark of the first term, and you're on Sevens Big League after Dixon kicks Melbourne's first goal. So maybe if Moore can get the ball down to the ground, Peter, the little fellas around the Melbourne forward line can capitalise upon it. I must make mention, I think I have made mention of it once, we have a 50-metre mark now out from goal, which will give you an indication of just how long the kicking is for goal at each end of the ground. So from the centre, Batterston has a chance.
Yes, a handball to Jarrett. Can they come back, the Demons? Let's see what they've got. As we see Peter Rode, a little kick off the ground. He marks at centre wing. Off he goes. He kicks it wide. He's looking out towards the half-forward line.
Oh,
to Evans. Taken away by Robin White. Almost lost the ball. Gives it to Stephen Stretch. Here come the Demons. They're not giving up, even though Carlton got a great start. Here's Peter Moore from behind. Up he goes. Couldn't take the mark. Russell Richards. He's got great pace. Up he goes. Oh, beautiful play, Russell Richards. A handball. Lyon ducks the head. Here's a chance if we see a flying putt shot at the goals by Teddy Fidge. He's offline, though, as I said, he often is with those snap kicks, and he puts it out of bounds on the full.
I don't think he's Mandrake. That's a pretty good one, that one.
Yeah, but he misses too many for a forward, Jack.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Madden got there. Oh, All Day dropped an easy mark. Marku would have outpaced if he didn't get the opportunity. A chance for Batterston. He still has the ball in front of him. He wants someone to take Marku off him. That happened then. Batterston caught. Good tackling by Carlton. Taken by Meldrum. Meldrum can't get away with it. The umpire watching this passage of play very closely. Meldrum got a little kick. It comes to Bradley, who takes the mark away from Eyeshoal.
Yeah, that bit of extra pace then with Eyeshoal, wasn't it?
Bit of experience. Bradley anticipated the kick coming out of the pack, and Eyeshoal was behind him. So Bradley's kick to the half-forward zone. Up they travel. And no mark taken. Blackwell again has a kick down to the ground. There's no one home for either side. It's going to run toward the goals, and it's just... no, it hasn't gone through as yet. Danny Hughes is there. Gets a small kick away toward Jarrett. Jarrett should have taken that mark. He let it go. Picked up by Johnson. He brings the ball back into play, but no. He tried to. The umpire said it was out of bounds. I thought Jarrett could have marked that.
He didn't run at it, did he? He didn't attack the ball, and I agree. He waited for the bounce, and the ball ran away from him and put him under pressure. They're trying very, very hard, Melbourne. You've got to give them full marks for that after Carlton's great start. There's Turner. Marku can't take. There's Batterston. Gets it to Jarrett. Jarrett on the left foot towards centre wing. It's over the head of Rode. He goes in to lend a hand to Kenny Hunter. Hunter dived on the ball. Could have been penalised.
Yes, has been.
Excellent umpiring by umpire Michael Snedden, because he lay on the ball and made no attempt to get it out.
Healy putting the ball in toward the centre of the ground, looking for Lyon. He's up high, has the ball thumped away from him. It's on the turf. Too many Melbourne players compete. Eyeshoal got a little kick away from there. It went past Fidge, taken by Meldrum, who kicks it back to the half-forward zone, and it's all Melbourne. The ball taken by Danny Hughes. He gets it moving to the half-forward zone again. Harms uses strength and used it well. Too much strength. Got a hand pass in now, and it's through Meldrum. The ball comes back and it's been taken away by the Carlton player in Robertson. Given back to Meldrum. He finds Blackwell having a great first quarter. Goes in toward the half-forward zone. Could have been a free kick to Cole, and that has been paid.
In the back. When it hits the ground, Nigel Cole will kill Mackenzie because he's just too mobile and quick.
That's if it hits the ground.
If the ball's up in the air anywhere near the goals, I think he'll have his problems, because Mackenzie's a great mark. There's the kick towards centre wing. Up they go. It's thumped away by Russell Richards. In goes Steve Newport. A chance now for Marcoux, it is. A high one up towards McClure. Over the back, he copped one across the neck. In goes Blackwell. He copped one too. They're going in hard after the football. Gee, they're fair dinkum as we see Dixon. Dale Dixon. Beautiful football. Peter Moore and Dool. Dool in front. Over the back is Moore. Can he get it? No. In goes Teddy Fidge. No free kick. Good umpiring by umpire Snedden. There was no free there. Hand pass to Moore. Over there to Batterston. Batterston slaps on the left foot. And the umpire's going to bring it back and give a free kick to Carlton.
Well, how was that? The hand pass came out. The umpire said holding the ball. It had it too long.
Well, that's two bad holding the ball decisions given by umpire Snedden. I disagreed with the earlier one that was given against Flower, and I disagree entirely with that one. I reckon that was a goal to Melbourne.
Bell's not been paid. The score stands. Carlton 4-2, Melbourne 1-2. It's with Marcoux. So the hand pass comes out to Robertson. He gets it going to Johnston. Johnson can see a lead by McKenzie. He's going to ignore that. He's going to carry the ball forward, go up toward Bradley. Bradley can't take it. It's with Kernahan. He can't make contact. It's on the turf. Rough and tumble, just out of goal, and we'll see a bounce taking place.
Well, how stiff are Melbourne? I reckon that is real stiff. It's gone down, now the pressure's on their back line, whereas they could have got a goal. Now it's down the other end when they were attacking. But still, the umpires are in charge, but I disagree with umpire Snedden on two occasions with that holding the ball. As we see Kernahan out wide, here's danger. Bernie Evans couldn't take the ball, and Robin White rushes the ball to the boundary line in that back pocket for Melbourne. But
Bernie Evans, Pete's looking a bit dangerous from a Melbourne viewpoint. He seemed to be moving very well around that forward line. I think he could give a few problems.
He's going to be a terrific player for Carlton once he gets 100% fit.
Right, a big tap from the pack. Bradley's a chance here for Carlton. A hand pass over the top. Here's a goal coming up off the boot of McKenzie. Should have been a goal coming up. He hasn't scored.
Out on the full.
It was a hurried shot, but I thought he had enough time to get himself into position to kick the goal, but he didn't. Well, so it's a free kick to Melbourne, and Carlton 4-2, Melbourne 1-2. You're still on Sevens Big League, and that ball taken by Jarrett.
Yeah, Nigel Cole gave that to Jarrett. Back to Nigel Cole. Onto the left foot he goes. Centre wing Mark McClure. Strong mark over the back of Paul Payne. McClure's covering an enormous amount of territory on that forward line. He brings it to Kernahan, who flies. Couldn't take it. Here's danger. Alex Marcoux, a magnificent hand pass to Johnston into the open goal. Don't tell me he's missed it. He has.
Well, that's very lackadaisical. Very lackadaisical shot by the Carlton skipper in Wayne Johnson. He could have walked into the goal square, and I mean walked. Could have walked into the goal square and put it through easily. He went for a little kick around the corner, and it didn't work. Carlton 4-3-27, Melbourne 1-8 points. So the ball now on the members' wing position as Payne flies high. It doesn't take the mark. Blackwell again in action. Gets the hand pass out to Dorotich. Dorotich on the left foot, driving into toward the half-forward zone, looking for McKenzie. McKenzie doesn't get to the flight of it, taken by Kernahan. Kernahan looking for a hand pass. Rode takes the hand pass, straightens up, shoots into the goal square. It's a chance now for Carlton. The man in front was Alvin. Here's Robertson. His kick no good. Oh, tackle too high on Alvin. And a free kick going Carlton's way.
Yes, no doubt about that. The umpiring, Clayton, right onto that. A poor tackle by Steve Turner. Right around the head to Tommy Alvin. And the long-haired half-back, but not playing half-back today. Let's see if he can make himself a forward by kicking this goal from 15 metres out, almost directly in front.
Be hard to miss, really. 4-3-27 to 1-8 points. Alvin coming in from, you can see the distance and the angle. I think my mother could kick that.
Oh! That's why he's on the back line, and I think you better bring your mum along, Jack, to have that shot in future.
Carlton 4-4-28, Melbourne 1-8 points. Sorry, Tom.
That's
my mum's 88 too.
Perfect day for football, not a breath of wind, the ground in perfect condition. We've seen 3 absolutely atrocious kicks for goal in 2 minutes.
Right. Cole with the ball, looking for someone to give it to. Up they fly. McClure had the chance. Alvin's going to make amends here. Gives it out to Madden. Madden caught. Should have been holding the ball. Picked up by Johnson. He goes short. He doesn't want to have another shot. He kicks it into the half-forward zone. Eyeshold goes in after it. Taken by Stretch of Melbourne. His hand pass isn't good. Tapped away to Marcoux. Marcoux from the boundary line. The left foot shots toward goal. And it's out of bounds on the full.
What sort of kicking is this?
Well, Carlton not using the ball very well at all around that forward line. Even though they have kicked 4-4 to Melbourne's 1-2, they've had 2 shots that haven't scored.
They could be about 6 or 7 in front.
Well, they should be. They should have another 3 on the board, but they haven't got them. So the scoreboard only stands as we read it. 4-4-28 to 1-8 points. and we're 24.5 minutes into the first term, and you're on Sevens Big League. Been a very entertaining first quarter.
Yes, or Melbourne having a red-hot go, as Carlton, of course, Madden from behind, couldn't take the mark. A hand pass over the top, comes towards Danny Hughes and Robin White, the two ex-South Australians. Peter Rode.
Well done.
Hand pass to Harms. This is danger. Harms hooks it back towards the pocket, looking for McClure. Or over the back is Kernahan. Oh, gee, he did stage for that one. The free kick might have been there, but he certainly made sure that Ian Clayton saw it.
Pete, I spoke of the 50-metre line. Now he'll come up to this 50-metre line. That's the line you see there in front of you. Been put on the ground for all you people at home watching Sevens Big League, and that kick from 50 metres out goes straight through the centre for Kernahan's second goal. Carlton 5 goals for 34 points. Melbourne 1 to 8 points on Sevens Big League.
Well, the funny thing is, Jack, that Stephen Kernahan has been closely attended. You've hardly noticed him, and yet he's kicked 2 goals. We saw him against Geelong at Princess Park. He was kept to 6 kicks for the day, and he kicked 5 goals, and that's probably the sign of a good player.
Well, that was a great goal, we must admit, right off the 50-metre mark and put it straight through the centre. So I think he may be a real good goal getter for Carlton from that half
great
forward.
Kick, isn't he?
He is. There's a chance for Melbourne through Batterston to go forward. Fidge can't take the mark. Harms playing well, drives it right out to give Peter Rowe a run at it, and that he does. He picks the ball up on the half-back flank, then he dropped it just as quickly. He balks around, gives it back to Ragsy Hunter. He moves it into the wing position on the outer side, and Blackwell, having a great first quarter, takes a mark on the wing position outer side. He's looking into the half-forward zone. 4 kicks to Blackwell, kicks it up high. In come the big fellas, but they can't take the mark. The little Rovers are there. Healy got a hand pass out towards Eishold. Eishold, he moves rather lackadaisically at times, but he picked up a free kick.
In the back, said umpire Snedden.
Only a young player, isn't he? Well, he certainly looks it.
Yes, Ormond, great player in the amateurs with the Ormond Football Club.
From the wing position on the outer side, he goes into the half-forward zone. 15-metre penalty too for Melbourne. Not a bad 15. Brings him down toward the half-forward flank now. So umpire on screen there, umpire Michael Snedden. Now he can play on. There's no one on the mark, so Eishold gets a hand pass away.
Robbie Flower has been fairly quiet so far towards full forward. More from behind, but Duell, he just read that beautifully. Over the top to Robertson. Robertson out wide looking for Bradley. Bradley, poor old David Alday's got to chase Bradley. Off he goes.
But he doesn't catch him.
He nearly got him. He nearly did, but a lovely hand pass. Comes over to Bernie Evans. He's kicked too wide, I think. Yes, and that's out. Oh, bad umpiring. That was out in the full umpire.
Oh, bad.
And the boundary umpire missed that. It was a metre over the line. And if that's not... Why do the boundary umpires run round the line and not run in a straight line, Jack? It's got me beaten. There's the kick by Marcoux. Chance for Kernahan. Over the back of the pack, it's forced through by Paul Payne. But if that's not an example of that you need extra boundary umpires and goal umpires, the league ought to wake up to it.
Yes, that was a bad decision, I must admit. 35 playing 8 in Carlton's favour. The ball in the centre of the ground. Melbourne's free kick, I would think. No, I thought I heard a whistle, but evidently the umpire hasn't played anything. Flowers hand pass to Jarrett. Jarrett goes into the half-forward zone. Can Fitch take the mark? His 2 opponents. Good mark by Meldrum, right over the top. Now he can play on. He's got a couple of leads. So he goes for a hand pass, though. He's given it out to Blackwell. Blackwell goes in toward the half-forward zone. Dorotic sets himself. Should have been a free kick to Dorotic. The umpire didn't pay that, though. Taken by Hughes. The hand pass comes downfield.
Yes, and this is Stephen Stretch looking for Peter Moore, who leads out beautifully. Dropped the sitter. Oh, Duell's got him. Handball's back straight to Peter Dean. Now back to Duell. Duell sidesteps, gives it back to Dean. Beautiful backline play by Carlton. Here's the chance for Robertson in front. That's the way any young player is watching should do it too. Should be in front as Robertson was, and over the line it went. But
the hoots you hear are for the boundary umpire, Pete.
Well, no wonder, as he was a mile behind the play before and gave a shocking decision.
Boundary throw-in taking place, half forward for Melbourne. Blackwell in the scene, can't pick it up. Picked up by the little fella for Carlton, Marcoux. Now he's tapped it over the boundary line on the full just about.
Well, it probably could have cost Collingwood a premiership, by the way, against Carlton many years ago when Wayne Harms was obviously out of bounds, knocked it back into play, and that's where boundary umpiring is so important.
I'll give you a clean hanky in a minute. There's a ball tapped down by Madden, but the siren sounds, end of the first term. Carlton 5-5-35. Melbourne 1-2-8 points. Melbourne going forward. Richards a chance to take the mark. The ball tapped down toward Batterson, taken by Dorotich. He gets a hand pass out to Meldrum. Has plenty of time to get on the left foot and kick down towards Bradley on the wing position. He's on the members' side opposed to Weishold, who comes on the scene now. He heads for the boundary line and the ball over the boundary line on Carlton's half-forward flank. Well, it's between the wing and half-forward, really, but it does favour Carlton's half-forward line where the boundary throw-in will take place. Carlton 1-2, as I told you, Carlton 5-5, Melbourne 1-2. All day got into the back of the opposition there. Blackwell kicks the ball up toward the half-forward zone. Cole can't get it. McKenzie's a chance. So is Alvin now for Carlton. Looking for a hand pass. Got up. He might have the shot himself. No, he goes into the forward pocket. He looks for teammate. The hand pass comes back. That's Hughes being tackled, not in possession. And the umpire said a bounce.
Yes, Carlton fiddling around a bit there with handball. They were Alvin was trying to do the right thing and set it up for a teammate to have an easy shot at goal, but Melbourne put the pressure on, as we see All Day, who is a greatly improved ruckman. Beaten for that one, though, by McKenzie. Here's Marcoux on the left foot, a step shot. He's put it through. A lovely goal to Alex Marcoux.
Yeah, it was a great shot indeed on the left foot by Marcoux out of the pack. So he kicks his first goal, and Carlton move on to 6 goals, 5, 41 points. He's had 6 kicks now in this game so far, and it's only been going 1.5 minutes of the second term. 1-2-8 points Melbourne, Carlton 6-5, 41. So Carlton getting that 27-point break at quarter time and continue on their merry way.
Well, I must make mention again of the condition of the ground. That is magnificent out there, as we see Buckley bringing it down, Bradley I should say, bringing it down towards half forward. Paul Payne out in front of McClure. Too much pace for Mark, who's lumbering along behind, as we see Payne towards half forward is taken by Russell Richards. They're trying hard, Melbourne. They just haven't got the talent. Up towards half forward, grabbed there by number 8 for Carlton. Again, Blackwell gets it further field to Johnston. Johnston looking there for Bernie Evans. Caught with the ball and held to him, said umpire Snedden. That would be a good one to have a look at on World of Sport,
yes,
wouldn't it?
I looked at this disgusted look on Robbie Flower's face. He didn't say a word, but he thought it was Melbourne's free kick. All Day got the tap down. Johnson missed it. Madden had another go. Johnson looked for the free kick, and the umpire said you can have one. I think he's half-staged that one too. Johnson with the ball. Looking downfield, no, he's gone for Harms, who's come through. He goes for a long kick toward McKenzie. Can't get there. Nor can Kernahan. The ball kicked off by Turner. Kernahan isn't there with it. He tries to get a little kick around the corner. He's found a teammate. A good pass finds Robertson.
Great play by Kernahan. Brilliant play as he ran out. That's a sign of class. You can hold him down for a great portion of the game, but then all of a sudden he'll come in, he'll kick a couple of goals, and that was magnificent play on the left foot. Instead of blazing away, he saw Robertson on his own, he hooked it back. Robertson will take the shot from about 45 metres out. Left foot shot, wobbles off the boot a bit, but it might be all right. Oh, only one behind, so it did float away. Good left foot, it did wobble off the boot, Pete. It wasn't a torp and it wasn't a drop punt. It just turned out to be an old flat punt. From the full back position, Turner kicks in, a good kick too. Someone got the call of leave it. It was a stretch. No one takes it except the Carlton player. Tommy Alvin, he's got it half forward. He's going to have a flying pot shot at the goals. It's a magnificent looking kick. I think he's dubbed it. Yes, he has. What a goal to Tommy Alvin. Well, he looks very happy. He kicks his first goal. Carlton in the first term were very extravagant in their kicking for goal. They had 3 shots that didn't actually score. They should have kicked 3 goals down there, and an extra 3 goals in the first term. But Alvin popping that one around off the boundary line, bringing up Carlton's 7th goal. 7-6, 48. 40 points in front now as the Carlton side, and a free kick going Carlton's way by the look of it. Some infringement. The umpire's a little bit confused, and Madden will take the free kick. Yes, and that's unforgivable. Encroaching into that centre square area, up towards full forward. Kernahan, Bernie Evans is there, ran into a brick wall. He's got it, Evans. A good play out to Harms, couldn't control the ball. There's Robin White getting it across to Batterston. Batterston from half back brings it to half forward. Back goes Dorotich, a courageous mark. He had to run back into the pack. That was a gutsy mark to John Dorotich. Dorotich puts it out wide. It's out toward Blackwell. He can't take it. Bradley's there for Carlton. Takes one bounce. He's going to take the field on. Hooks the ball back into the scoring zone, and a good mark in defence has been taken down there by Newport. Lost his boot, Jack. Lost his boot in the process too. Newport being told to go back behind the mark. Well, the boot should tell him where the mark is, because that's where he lost it. So Newport with the ball for Melbourne. Coming in toward the wing position. Road will fly high. Madden's there. No, Madden did it. Road was doing the roving at the back, but the long arms of Madden
pull the mark down. He kicks toward the half-forward zone. Kernahan sets himself, can't take the mark. Alvin's in there, can't get it out. And on the 50-metre line, we'll see a bounce taking place for Carlton.
I don't think Steve Newport, there's a bit of a dust-up. Turner and Kernahan obviously don't like each other. I wonder if that... no, he's a West Australian, Turner, isn't he? Not a South Australian. But Newport wasn't keen to put his foot into that pack of players then, Jack. But he's got the boot back on as we see Kernahan doing the ruck work, knocks it out wide. Chance here for Simon Eishold, gets it to Dale Dixon, the ex-Assumption College boy, towards half-forward, but Hunter read that beautifully. Over to Dorotich, he comes through the centre of the ground. Look at that low trajectory kick, but the only one there is Steve Turner ducking back to take the mark.
He's coming out wide, McClure's a chance, no, he can't quite get there. Flower took a diving mark. Good mark to Robbie Flower. His hand pass not that good though. It's going into the open spaces at present. Taken and hand passed away by Allday toward Flower, but he can't get it. We'll see a boundary throw-in taking place. It's right on centre wing on the members' side of the ground. You're watching this boundary throw-in take place. Allday opposing Madden. Tap comes down, taken well by Hughes, who gets in toward the half-forward zone. Not a good kick. Might find a teammate, though. There is a chance for Melbourne to go forward. Richards can't pick it up. Marcoux picks up. He hand passes back out of trouble. Taken by Robertson. Dragged down by Olshay. Eishold Bradley gives it into Alvin. Alvin into the open goal. Oh, he's missed that one. He's kicked one, a miracle goal off the boundary line only moments ago. Runs into the open goal from 20 metres out and can't kick it.
Well, he's missed two sitters. In fact, he missed an easy one in the first quarter, and at the 7-minute mark of the first quarter, 1-2 Melbourne, getting a real caning here at the MCG. Carlton on 7-7 as Turner brings it to the centre of the ground. Up goes Madden. Over the back, it's Blackwell, who seems to be everywhere. He hooks it back. Here's danger. Kernahan in front. Oh, that's a good mark. A very good mark to Stephen Kernahan as he arched his back. Up went the big arms, and a well-judged mark, and he has got a touch of class.
Yes, Turner not getting the front position. Kernahan being in front. There's an Eishold's coming off too, and his place will be taken in the Melbourne side by Withers. But from 20 metres out, no more, is Eishold on the bench. Shot to be taken by Kernahan, looking for his third goal. And Carlton's 8th goal. It's on its way, it's through. Another goal to Carlton, another goal to Kernahan, and Carlton doing well on the MCG, Sevens Big League, after kicking his third goal. Carlton now 8-7-55, Melbourne on 128 points.
There's the big difference in the sides. Plus ability round the ground, but they've got those big forwards up there who can take a mark. Melbourne have got no one. In fact, you wouldn't believe it, down on the forward line in that centre, that circle, the 50-metre circle, they've got two players and they're both about 5'8" or 5'9". Batterston, now they've got Allday going down there now, but Teddy Fidge is at full forward as we see Mark Withers towards half forward. Now, can Melbourne do something? No, because Peter Dean comes away after receiving the hand pass from Harms. Up towards Newport for Melbourne. He's got it. On the left foot, he hooks it back with the only one there. They've got a dreadful forward line, Melbourne. They don't play in front and they don't fight enough for the ball as we see the ball coming out wide there to Hunter, who marks at half-back flank. Oh, they're doing it easily. Oh, gee, ducking the head there was Johnston on the left foot towards Kernahan. Oh, he copped one across the neck. Play on, said the umpire. And in they go, and Kernahan's not too impressed with that. Umpire there is Michael Snedden, said play on, and now he elects to bounce it. Oh, this is bad news. Robbie Flower behind the players, limping off. Don't tell me it's a knee injury.
It doesn't look too good, but Hughes of Melbourne getting the ball moving to the outer side boundary, and we see Flower now being down on the boundary line right in front of us, being treated by the medical
I think it might be the ankle, the way he was hobbling off, Jack.
Well, no matter what it is, it didn't look too good the way he was coming off the ground. And now back to the game. Big Madden doing well. Got the ball to Blackwell. He's doing well also. Down toward Marcoux it travels. Marcoux a chance. Oh, well taken on this occasion by Robertson.
Yes, Robertson on the left foot towards full forward. McKenzie couldn't get back there. He's kicked it and he's put it out in the full. Yes, he has. And it's a free kick down there to Nigel Cole, who you see on screen, one of the Cole twins from Geelong. The other one, of course, being Michael, who's still at the Geelong Football Club. He brings it to half-back. Kernahan in front. Over the back of the pack, a chance for Melbourne. It's kicked away by Healy, who nearly collected. Let's see who it is. It's Bernie Evans. Oh, clever play by Evans. Knocked it away. Tried to get the free kick, but the umpire having no bar of that. Umpire Michael Snedden. The bounce will take place on centre wing. 55
playing 8, 10 minutes gone in the second term at the MCG on Sevens Big League. Carlton leading Melbourne 8-7 to 1-2. Ball being put down now, only a few metres off the boundary line. Madden hanging on to Moore appealing for the free kick. He should worry about getting the ball instead of doing that. Healy looking for Eyeshold. His hand pass is good. Eyeshold got tripped, got legged. The hand pass comes up to Batterston, coming out as Hunter to try and ride Batterston over the boundary line. In that, he was very successful, and we'll see a boundary throw-in taking place. Now I see Batterston limping too. So Melbourne can't afford to lose Batterston. They've just lost Flower.
Half-forward flank for the Melbourne side in front of the members. It could have been against Peter Moore there, and umpire Snedden. Good umpiring. Beautiful position to see that, because Madden was hipped out. He'll get a 15-metre penalty against Peter Moore, that hip out. He brings it towards half-forward. Here's a chance for McKenzie. Couldn't take the mark. Over the back is Robin White, the ex-South Aussie boy. Out wide, Russell Richards has normally got a ton of pace. Let's see how he goes against Dean. He ducks back. Goes for the long hand pass. He's got Mark Withers, centre of the ground. Withers on the right foot, up towards half forward. Over the back is Madden, and all day, and he's paying Madden.
Yep.
Justin Madden ducked back and took a nice mark. He certainly has improved his marking.
He kicks out towards Eyeshold, and Evans, neither can take it. It comes behind that pair of players. Picked up by Healy. His hands pass was meant for Eyeshold, but Evans intercepts. Given out to Rode. Rode should get a hand pass, but there's no one to give it to, so he has to do it all himself. Looking for Kernahan, opposed to Turner. No mark taken. The umpire calls play on as White got a hand pass away to Jarrett. Jarrett looking for somewhere to go. Goes backwards. He goes right down into the back pocket just about. It's an opportunity for Payne, but he can't pick it up. And they've lost it. And a boundary throw-in. Not good football.
That is dreadful football by Melbourne. I don't want to be too critical, but they are league players out there, and that skill work there by Melbourne was disgraceful.
Boundary throw-in on the half-forward flank, nearly the back pocket for Carlton. Tapped out towards Johnston. Can't pick it up. Eyeshold weighted the crumb, but Johnson went and got the ball. It's in the half-back flank now. We see Withers pick up for Melbourne. A hand pass toward Eyeshold. Not a good one. Taken by Bradley. Given to Evans. Evans can see a short pass in there. He can see Kernahan on the boundary line, and he's found him. Kernahan thought of a hand pass. The gap was closed. Now Kernahan will go in toward McClure. The kick won't travel that far. Good interception has been made there by Cole. Told to play on. The ball must have been touched before it got to him, and we'll see a boundary throw-in. He must have been. He called play on.
Yeah, I thought he must have reckoned he went, didn't go straight back from the mark, and reckoned he was running round or something. But unless it was touched, as you said, Jack, but didn't seem to be. But still, he's there. There's Richards, centre wing, left foot towards half forward. Over the back, here's a chance for Teddy Fidge. Centre of the ground, kicks a high ball towards the forward line. Madden ducks back with the long arms, can't take the mark. Gary Lyon has not been in the play at all today. In goes Madden. In fact, we haven't seen, how many kicks has Gary Lyon had? None. I thought so, and he's a very promising player. There he is on screen.
He have to do something, won't he? About 40 metres out from goal, the ball about to be bounced. Melbourne a chance to score here if they can pick it up and have a shot toward goal, but Rhodes changed that. He's kicked it out toward the wing position on the outer side, and Bruce Dewar giving chase. He doesn't often lose it. Got a hand pass to Blackwell. Blackwell loses his footing, but he has time to recover. Gets away from Withers and kicks in toward the forward pocket position. Payne can't take the mark. It's been picked up again by Big Turner.
Yes, Turner towards the centre of the ground where Steve Newport. They've had plenty of possession of the ball, but they get from the centre line down. They're just hopeless up forward as we see Newport towards half forward. Here's a chance as we see Greg Healy. He's dropped a chest mark, a sitter. Wayne Harms is caught. He should have hand passed, and he could have come round to Bradley then, but he gets away with it. He kicks it wide to McKenzie, and McKenzie, doesn't take the mark. Back it comes. A chance for Peter Moore, who's now playing on the ball. Taken away by Marcoux. A beautiful hand pass to Kernahan. He straightens up. Is this his fourth? Yes, it is. It's a goal. 4 goals, Steve Kernahan.
What great play by Marcoux, though, to get that ball out of that pack, and the long hand pass came down to Kernahan. It must have been nearly 20 metres, Pete. A great hand pass by Marcoux to Kernahan. He had an open run to goal. He took advantage of that to kick Carlton's 9th goal, his 4th goal, and Carlton now lead 9-7-61 to Melbourne 128 points. A great piece of work by Marcoux.
6 kicks to Kernahan for 4 goals. That's the value of Stephen Kernahan, and the other value is that he can interchange between full forward and centre-half forward. He's now playing at centre-half forward, and McClure is playing at full forward. And, of course, you've got Mackenzie there as well. At times they do get in each other's way, but, that was brilliantly taken off the pack there by Withers, taken off the boot of Madden. Withers breaks away and kicks to the pocket, over the head of Ted Fidge, over the line and out of bounds. But their forward line is pathetic.
Yes, I was about to say, Pete, they'll have to do something up forward because the work of the players downfield, getting the ball up around the half-forward zone, but they can't capitalise upon it. They've only kicked 1 goal, 2. We've played the first quarter. We're 15 and a half minutes into the second term now, and Melbourne not doing well at all. Taken by Meldrum, this tap down. He's taking plenty of time. He's looking for a lead from Robertson, who's trying to get into the open territory. Got the ball down toward the boundary line, keeps it in play. He's looking for Hunter. Hunter goes in to give a little bit of assistance now. It could have been a free kick to Hunter too. But Carlton now through Alvin will move the ball into the forward pocket. McClure, he made a dummy lead and might have put them off a bit. The ball comes to Hughes.
Danny Hughes. He's kicked a high ball. Can he get there? No, he was too slow to get there. Mark Withers. Road gets it across there to Wayne Johnston, who has a flying pot shot at the goals, and he slammed it through for another one to the Blues. That's his first, and Carlton are having a picnic here at the MCG today.
Johnston's had 8 kicks now. He's kicked 1 goal, and he's done very well. 10 goals, 7 the Carlton side. 1 goal to the Melbourne team. So 67 playing 8, and it's only 16 and a half minutes into the second term. But Carlton getting their goals very, very easily, Pete.
Well, Melbourne are trying hard enough. They're badly undermanned, but this is the worst forward line I've ever seen in league football. Now, there's a big statement, but I'd stand by that. We've seen them a number of times this year, and they just don't seem to have anyone who can read the play down there. Here they go again down there as Moore gets it to half forward. Meldrum nearly overran the ball. Now he kicks it off the ground. But once again, the Carlton backman 10 metres in front of his opponent. They just don't seem to be able to anticipate the ball coming down forward.
Well, they're not leading to the player coming downfield, Pete. They're leading back into the half-forward zone, and the player just can't get the ball there. Lyon has a kick on that occasion. Didn't go far. Taken by Hunter. Hunter puts it up to the half-forward zone. Mackenzie out in front. Tried to knock it back. Couldn't do so. A chance now for Bradley. Bradley going to back himself here. Hand pass to Johnson. Johnson's now got balance. On the left foot he goes in toward goal. And I think he's missed it.
Another sitter.
Another easy goal missed by Wayne Johnson. He missed one easier than that in the first quarter, which he hasn't forgotten about. But that time he should have kicked it. Carlton off target. 10 goals, 8-68. They lead Melbourne by 9 goals.
Turner from full-back kicks it wide, and Nigel Cole, a diving attempt to mark. Well, Gary Hardiman, we're having lunch with him, and he said that Melbourne will roll Carlton today. I think he'll be getting a bit of a shock, Gary, as we see. Here's Danny Hughes. Not doing much today, Danny. He usually tries very, very hard. There's Greg Healy towards half forward. Punched away from Eyeshold. A chance for Dale Dixon. He's got it. Half forward flank. The little fella gets it to full forward. Dool over the back against All Day. He knocks it away. That's easy work. To Road. To Meldrum. Meldrum on the left foot out wide. He's looking for Blackwell. They've got 2 players to kick it to. Blackwell. A little chip pass to half forward where Kernahan. This is an exhibition game of football at the moment. I don't know why the umpire let him run over the mark there. Up towards half forward in the back. No, said the umpire, Snedden. Back it comes from Stretch to Withers. Now Gary Lyon. Lyon has got a loose man out wide as Turner's obviously been moved from the back line as he brings it to half forward. Out comes Meldrum. Takes a beautiful mark. Plays on a long driving torpedo punt to half forward.
Jarrett up in front. Can't take it. Mark, who spins out of trouble, can see Hunter by himself. The kick doesn't quite travel to Hunter. Good attempt by Hughes. Couldn't take the mark. Oh, it's Stretch, I'm sorry. Got a hand pass out. McClure can't pick up cleanly. He's trying to keep the ball in front of him and did very well too. He kept possession of that ball. That was good play by Mark McClure. Didn't surrender it at all, and he's forced to bounce.
Pace.
Yeah, I know even Mark wouldn't say that. In the centre of the ground, the ball put down. It's the MCG where you're watching the big league this afternoon. It's tapped down now toward Withers. He's having trouble picking up. Eventually does so, gets it out, and it's been taken away by Payne. Payne gets it on the left foot toward the boundary line on the outer side, looking for Eyeshold, but he can't get there before the umpire indicates a boundary throw-in. 10 goals, 8-68 to 1 goal, 8 points. That's the scoreboard at the MCG. The Carlton fans loving it, but the Melbourne fans not too happy.
Moore and Madden, and the umpire said it's a free kick against Peter Moore, who's having a lot of problems with the height of Madden. Madden towards half forward. Kernahan in front, bustled out of the way. Over the back is Danny Hughes. Hughes to Jarrett. Jarrett having a casual bounce down the ground. A lovely hand pass to Russell Richards. Now let's see if they can do something now. Here's a chance for a goal. Russell Richards, a flying pot shot at the goals. Bruce still goes back and says thank you very much, but it just beat him over the line and through for a point. But they've got no idea up forward. I don't want to be too critical, but when you're commentating, well, you just get a bit disgusted at the poor forward work.
Good kick by Dool, straight to Mackenzie. He takes the mark and play on quickly. That he does. And now it's Carlton going forward once again. Down to the half-forward zone and Kernahan. That kick was delivered downfield by Robertson. Taken by Kernahan, looking for McClure. Up in the goal square. Big McClure sets himself. Uses his strength to keep the front position. Gets it down to Evans. And Evans has put it through for one behind only. So another shot missed by Evans. He scratches his head. He said, not my day. Beautiful
roving all the same. 10-9 to 1-3. That was magnificent roving by Evans. He just put himself at the base of the pack. McClure did the heavy work there. He waited for it, but unfortunately he missed the goal. Here's Russell Richards flying for the ball, and he marks it at centre half back. There's difference at the moment, Jack. Exactly 10 goals, 10 sixes, 60 points the difference in favour of the Blues.
Chance for Cole to pick up. The kick doesn't go anywhere. Gee, he could have broken his leg. Then Bradley got a hand pass to Harms. He knocks it further afield, but can't do a great deal about it. Richards can't get the hand pass working. Newport's kick not good. It comes toward Withers. It goes past Withers. Hand pass comes out from Mackenzie to Harms to McClure. He gets it up to Big Madden lurking in the goal square. Up he goes, and down he comes with the football. So 20 metres out from goal. The big fellow, those long arms, he must be about 10 foot tall when he puts those arms up.
But bad play back here by Withers. He stood and watched the ball bounce and it went past him. He should have attacked the ball and grabbed the damn thing. Have you ever seen a bloke with his name written all over a football as much as that, Jack?
No, it was his ball from the moment it was delivered up high, and Madden stood his ground. Only 20 metres out from goal. He's going for his first goal. Justin Madden lining it up like a plumb bob. He's had 8 kicks, putting it on its way, and he's put it through. So Carlton through Madden get their 11th goal. Carlton 11-9. Melbourne 1-3. That's 9 playing 75 on 7's big lead.
Well, there he is, the big fella, Justin Madden. The outstanding ruckman in league football in the past year, I would have to say that. He wasn't good enough to be in the Victorian side, apparently.
No, evidently not.
According to the selectors, but still, he is the big beanpole. He certainly has improved his marking. Now, they've got Madden's down there being picked up by Nigel Cole.
He's about 1.5 feet the difference there. Alvin allows the ball to go through to Kernahan. There's a chance now for Melbourne, but it could be their free kick.
Yes, and this is on half-back. Paul Payne has got the ball. He brings it back to centre wing. Dale Dixon takes the mark. They've got too many guys the same size, Melbourne. Little short pass. Withers, you can see his lack of pace there. He should have got to that mark, and he didn't take it, as we see him ducking around on centre wing. He hooks it back towards the pocket, and a nice mark. Oh, he was off!
The umpire gave him the benefit of the doubt.
I thought he was off, Greg Healy. Off he goes onto the left foot, and he finds Peter Moore. And, ironical cheers there, Jack.
Well, the 50-metre mark is just about where the man on the mark is, so he'll have about a 55-metre kick to goal. Now, can he do it? Melbourne, to say need a goal would be the greatest understatement of the day. Kick a good kick, torpedo punt, worked well through the air, but only one behind. But a lovely kick by Peter Moore, but giving Melbourne's total now 1 goal, 4, 10 points. Carlton 11 goals, 9, 75 points, and Dool looking for a lead. The lead is there from Alvin. Alvin with the ball in front of him. Picked it up, then lost it. I thought I was going to say a good pick-up, which it was, but he didn't hold it long enough. Lost possession, and the boundary umpire will bring the ball back into play on Melbourne's half-forward flank.
Yes, the 24-minute mark of the second quarter. Moore over the back, caught with the football. Falls over. In goes... here's Robertson coming away with the football. A beautiful kick out wide to McClure. McClure probably should have marked that one. It was placed magnificently. Oh, there's a pace of Marcoux. Nearly got away with it. Now it's Wayne Johnston picking it up. Thank you very much. Onto the right foot he goes, and he puts it out of bounds on the full. So he's not kicking well today.
Because that right foot being the wrong foot, isn't it, for Johnston?
Right.
He couldn't get around to it. Though, had he known, he could have come back onto his kicking foot. He had plenty of time and plenty of room, but he didn't know that. and he had a pot shot on the right foot.
It's easy from up here. We can see that, Jack.
That's what I said, but his teammates didn't tell him either. Right from the back pocket position, Cole will bring the ball back into play. Kick that works in toward the half-back flank on the outer side. No one tried to mark it. Taken by Jarrett. The left foot kick up toward Eishold. He can't pick it up. It gets past. No, that was a good tackle by Lyon. Would it be rewarded by the umpire? He said no. Lyon had a few words to say. He reckoned it might have been his free kick.
I agree with the umpire. I don't reckon he had any chance whatsoever to get rid of the ball there. Dorotic, he's playing. Now, there's the reason why Lyon's not in the game. You don't see much of Dorotic, but I'll tell you what, his man very rarely gets many kicks, and that's a sign of a good player.
A good defender. Yes, Dorotic is one of those unobtrusive players, Pete. Covers his man all the time, keeps him well covered. I think Gary Lyon is having one of his worst days for the year. He's had 2 kicks. So, boundary throw-in on the half-forward flank for Carlton on the outer side of the ground. Moore, hand passes out. Taken by, was it Hughes or was it Stretch? It was Stretch. He got it out to Withers. Withers goes into the half-forward zone. Fidge waits for the bounce of the ball, tried to tap it further afield. Here's a chance for Melbourne. We've just mentioned the player in Lyon, but he's off target and only one behind. So he got away from Dorotic on that occasion, had the shot toward goal, but unfortunate for him and the Melbourne side, he couldn't convert. 1-5-11 points, 11-9, 75 points. Carlton leading by the proverbial street. Coming in from full back is Harms, finds Dorotic, hand passes to Hunter. Ragsy Hunter looks for a lead. He can see one, 2. Bradley. He'll shoot it to Dool. There it goes. Dool takes it cleanly. Gets it moving up towards McClure. Johnson awaits the crumb. The crumb's there. So is Johnson, but can't get to it. A chance for Robin White. He leaves it behind. Robin White of Melbourne picking up. He's in trouble. Little kick comes toward Batterson. He can't take it. Blackwell's there for Carlton. A long hand pass back to Bradley. Bradley goes hurriedly into the half-forward zone. Up goes McClure. The ball will come to... No, it won't. It's a mark has been taken down there by the Melbourne player in Payne.
Paul Payne playing at full back, brings it wide. Oh, gee, that's a bad kick. Bad skills by Payne. As we see Robertson taking that mark, a long kick looking for Madden, a bit too slow to move. Big Justin's got it though. He swings onto the left foot. He fires across goal and Turner takes a safe mark in front of Kernahan.
Yes, Madden was having the shot. It wasn't a good one. Turner with the ball for Melbourne. The time clock getting toward the 27.25-minute mark of the second term. The ball with Hughes, can't take it. Batterston's there for Melbourne. Oh, Withers has got his back to him. Now he's calling for the ball up on the wing position. Batterson comes in toward the wing position now. Drops an easy mark and Dorotic worried him out of it. And the ball over the boundary line.
Yes, Mark Withers is making a lot of mistakes out there at the moment. And 2 marks he should have taken, he dropped. And the ball he didn't run at. And Carlton eventually got a goal out of it, as we see. Peter Dean, Eishold, a hand pass, a good one. It was good play, as Jack Edwards said, to Batterston towards half forward, over the back, it's thumped away. Dorotic gets it back towards Hunter. He's bustled away with it. Here's a chance for Lyon. He picks it up, he hooks it back. Bruce Dool's playing a very, very good game of football today. He ducks away. He hasn't got a lot to beat though, Jack. He's just he thinks all his Christmases have come at once, Bruce Dool, as we see. Coming away with it, Robertson out wide to Kernahan. Kernahan to Elvin. Elvin hooks it back. Justin Madden and Payne. Madden too big, too tall, too good. He's 15 metres out, 45-degree angle. He's taken 4 marks and 9 kicks to Madden. 9 kicks and 4 marks and many, many hit-outs.
I know you're saying about Brucey Dool not having much to beat, but the way he's going about his job down there, Pete, he's doing a great job for Carlton. Go back to Madden now, taking this shot at goal. The siren sounds, it's half-time, so Madden will take the shot after the siren. He puts it on its way. The umpire, to the applause of the crowd, indicates a goal to Carlton through Madden. He's kicked his 2nd goal now for Carlton. At half-time on 7's Big League, the scores will read Carlton 12-9-81, Melbourne 1-5-11. On 7's Big League from the Melbourne Cricket Ground, Melbourne have only kicked 1 goal 5 in the first half of football, and Carlton have kicked 12 goals 9, 81 playing 11. Carlton leading by 70 points as we go into the 3rd term.
Peter Moore knocks it wide. Robertson was there for Carlton, gets in the kick towards half forward where Bradley, who was a very good player in the first half with the most possessions on the ground, Craig Bradley marks on half forward.
The umpire was about to give him a 15-metre start, which would have put him about 50 out from goal, but he changed his mind. Bradley goes into Kernahan, and they're making it look so easy, and Kernahan has kicked 4. Now he's kicked one from just out of the 50-metre range. He's looking for McClure, who's leading. There's the pass toward McClure. He gets in front and takes the mark. That looks so easy. Anyhow, Carlton, don't forget Carlton, I think, configuring this year's final series. I'm sure they will. And I think Carlton will really give it a shake this year if they can get to full strength. Now, McClure, about 40 metres out from goal. Can he kick another Carlton goal? He hasn't kicked any as yet.
Mark McClure drops it onto the boot, and just offline is it? No, it's a goal. It's sneaked in for a goal. I thought the goal umpire signalled a point there, but there's the start of the third quarter. A goal to Carlton, and they move on to 13-9-87 to Melbourne 1-5. A total of 11.
Yes, they've increased their lead over Melbourne now to be 76 points in front of the Demons. The Demons have lost Robert Flower with an injured right ankle, and also in the first minute of the game today, their player in David Williams appeared to tear a groin muscle, so he's on the bench, but I don't think he's very fit. At the centre bounce once again. Madden up high. The ball comes to Batterston. He gets it moving toward the half-forward zone. Fidge is there. Can't judge the bounce. Hunter takes it, tried to barge his way through. The ball on the turf. They get it out now. It's kicked by Allday, but Harms dropping back takes the easy mark. He's waiting for Dool to go past. No, he's changed his mind about that. He's coming up toward the half-forward zone looking for Big Madden.
Justin Madden over the back, and the big arms go up, and he's got it over to Marcoux, who's been a good player today. A chip pass to the centre of the ground where it's Wayne Johnston. He does the dummy. Now he goes for the hand pass as he gets it onto Bradley, who knocks it 20 metres further afield, and the umpire said holding the man who lucks a fortune to Stephen Stretch. Could easily have been interpreted the other way.
Well, Melbourne needs some goals. That's an understatement, isn't it? They've only kicked 1-5 in the first half. Can they get it forward and get a few more? Healy got a hand pass out. There's a chance for Dixon of Melbourne. He's no one to kick to, though. Lyon dropping back. He's looking for Fidges up high. The ball tapped away, though, by Meldrum. Meldrum soccers off the ground in front of Lyon. Lyon gets the front berth. Can't get past Marcoux. Meldrum keeps the ball in front of him. Soccers off the ground and kicks it up toward the boundary line and finds it. Good piece of work by Paul Meldrum to force a boundary throw in on the half-forward flank for Melbourne on the outer side of the ground. 11 playing 87, Carlton leading.
Peter Moore started off on full forward. Madden got it down to Rode. Rode looking back for Marcoux. Marcoux has really picked up his form in recent weeks towards half-back, where Steve Newport copped one round the neck, but he'd already taken the mark. Off he goes. He brings it towards half-forward and Simon O'Shold. He drops a sitter. Their skills, Melbourne, are very, very bad. He's just knocked off the ball. It's grabbed by Peter Dean. Onto the left foot towards half-forward and McKenzie. McKenzie wants to hand pass. He gives it to Dean. Back to McKenzie. McKenzie from centre wing. A magnificent kick to McClure. McClure. Oh, what a mark!
Yes.
A beautiful mark. And a one-hander. The big hands went up. And we'll have a look on that on World of Sport tomorrow in the Mark of the Day segment. A top mark to the Carlton captain.
Yes, you see him juggle the ball all the way to the ground. Very good mark indeed to McClure. He only has kicked one goal. You saw that only moments ago in this third term on Seven's big league. He's had 5 kicks going for his second goal, and he should get it. I would think he would. Oh, I've said that twice today, and they've missed the easy ones. Elvin in the first half of the game, and then McClure missing that one. So Carlton really could have had a lot more goals on the board, Peter. 13 goals, 10-88. Melbourne 1-5-11.
Nigel Cole has got the big task on Warren McKenzie and also Justin Madden when he goes down there. The pass was a good one, though, as he gave it to Steve Newport towards centre wing, where Wayne Blackwell, who was an excellent player in the first half, as usual. I've very rarely seen him play a poor game. Wayne Blackwell, he's had 12 kicks as he brings it. Oh, here's Kernahan setting himself for the mark. Can't take it as Turner dispossessed of the ball by McClure over the line and out of bounds. In the first half, the Melbourne forward line, in one word, was two words, absolutely pathetic. They have got no one down there capable of taking a mark, and no one there who seems to have the ability to read the play.
Elvin a chance, got a hand pass out. Marcoux couldn't take it. The umpire said he threw it. I wouldn't have thought so, but anyhow, free kick going the way of Jarrett of Melbourne. Jarrett with the ball in the back pocket just about, looking down toward Moore. Moore can't take it. Harms judged it beautifully, gave it over to Johnston. Johnston goes short, and a beautiful pass goes straight into Blackwell. He hand passes to Hunter, and Ragsy moves it into the forward pocket. He looks for Kernahan, who's up high, can't hold the mark. Well rode on that occasion, though, by Mackenzie. White can't do much for Melbourne. Picked up by Alvin. Alvin's hand pass, not a good one. Comes back toward Mackenzie. White's going to do the shepherding. Marku chips in. Over the boundary line he goes. Can't do much about that one either, and we'll see a throw-in take place in the forward pocket for Carlton.
Well, let's hope for the game's sake and the Melbourne supporters' sake that they can fight back a little bit, because it's been a one-horse race. There's Bernie Evans hooking it back. McClure against Turner. McClure nearly took it too. Over the back is Robertson. This is Shane Robertson. He pass back to McClure into the open goal, and it's another one to the Blues, and this is a procession.
Well, that was a great piece of play by Robertson. He couldn't get a kick. McClure kicks his second goal. He couldn't get a kick toward goal, and he hand passed back overhead, I suppose under instruction, Peter, get the ball back into the goal square, and McClure was awake to the tactic, picked it up and popped it through for his second goal. Carlton 14-10-94, Melbourne 1-5-11 on Sevens Big League, and not a very happy day for the Demon supporters.
Well, we can't blame the Melbourne forwards in this quarter, because the ball's hardly been down there. Carlton are just slamming away. Here's all day against Justin Madden. Down to the ground it goes in that centre cricket pitch area. Justin trying to crash his way through the pack, but umpire Ian Clayton says it's my ball and he'll bounce it.
Interesting to see, Peter, if Carlton can keep the pressure on for the rest of the game, because they have been known to fade in some of their earlier games this year.
Well, they lose concentration when they get a mile in front often, Carlton. Let's see what happens today. I think Robbie Walls will be wake up to that today and really make them keep the pressure on. There's centre of the ground, a pile of players in there, and Ian Clayton will bounce it again.
I'm not suggesting they're in any danger of losing, of course, but
I hope you're not.
They're 83 points in front. This is the third term on Sevens Big League. I made that statement. Carlton lead by 83 points. Hunter picks it up, gives it to Johnson. He can't do much with it. He's caught in possession, tries to keep the ball in front of him. The umpire said holding the man. Now that was good football by Johnson. He kept the ball at his feet, didn't accept possession of it. He hand passes to Alvin, who kicks it up toward Big Madden. Madden's big arms go up. He's got sticky fingers all right, this big fella. He takes the ball. He'll be looking for McClure. Poor kick. Nearly comes underground to McClure. There's a charge now for Kernahan. Into the open goals he travels and puts another one on the board for Carlton. He's kicked 5 goals now, Stephen Kernahan. They don't come much easier than that one. Carlton 15 goals 10, 100 points. Melbourne 1 goal 5-11 on Sevens Big League.
Well, it might be good play by Carlton, and of course it is. It's great play by Carlton. It's champagne football. But where was his man? May I ask that? Where was his man when Kernan ran 20 metres clear? And it's not good play by Melbourne. They're not putting any pressure on these Carlton players. They're not fighting hard enough. You might lack ability, but at least you put up a good show. Right
at the centre bounce. Umpire Clayton puts it down. We've only been playing 8 1/4 minutes in the third term you're watching on the Big League. Up goes Madden. Can't get a knock there. Moore had the ball drop onto his shoulder. That's a headlock, I think. He called it that. And little Greg Healy being told by Brady to cool it, and we'll see a bounce.
Who's that? He's holding
his head. He may have hurt himself. It's Madden. I knew it was Madden down there.
He says it reckons it's his kick.
A bit of humour out there in the middle of the MCG on the Big League. So we've got all the action this afternoon from there. Madden posed to Moore. Free kick to Madden for mine. Moore said, what else do you do?
Clever use of the body by Justin Madden. He's played a great game, Jack.
He has so. He's continuing to do so too. Kernahan's trying to get into the action, can't do so. Blackmore looks for the crumb as it comes past. It was that stretch, got it moving in toward the half-forward zone. Hunter drops back. He actually did some shepherding. Gee, he swatted him like a fly on that occasion. Madden goes out to Dorotic.
Oh, Dorotic is going to sneak down and have a pot shot at the goals too. It's a beautiful looking kick. McClure, he flies! What a mark! He's ripped all over that one. Mark McClure, the Carlton skipper, and this will be another goal coming up to the Blues.
What a great mark though by McClure. He got up, he got the ride on Turner, and he accepted it as a beautiful mark. A lovely piece of work from Madden to Dorotic to McClure, and from within, no, just outside of the goal square, McClure will take this shot at goal and try and kick his third goal. All in this quarter too, which you've seen on the Big League. Now McClure, point blank range. Carlton have kicked 16 goals 10, 106 points. Melbourne 1 goal 5, 11 points after Mark McClure kicks his third goal.
Well, I've got to the stage now where I'm very, very sorry for Melbourne. I feel very, very sorry for John Northey to have to sit up in the coach's box and watch this hiding, because this is one of the greatest hidings I've ever seen. That was a superb mark by McClure. You could see he was going to take it. He had the sit, he had the ride, and he took a superb mark. But Melbourne, they've just got to get in there and they've got to be ferocious and go for that ball. There's Peter Moore trying to do something. Dorotich is there. Here's Dale Dixon for Melbourne. He's got it at half forward. Here's their chance. Dool ducks back, punches it to the ground. They're still in there with a chance, Melbourne. It's out in half forward as Newport has a flying pot shot. But look at this. They've got no idea of forward play. There's never anyone ducking back. And Wayne Harms just casually ducks back and says, thank you very much for my mark.
Dorotich taps it down to Blackwell. He can't get it out as yet. The umpire will say a bounce will take place.
Jack, they don't seem to have any idea of the quick kick coming back to the square. No one ever ducks back from the Melbourne side. Have you noticed that?
They always seem to be out hopeful to get the ball themselves and then have the shot at goal.
Yeah.
Dead right. 106 playing 11. Melbourne are getting a bit of a hiding. Tap down to Healy by Madden, picked up by Richards, picked up by Fidge, goes toward goal. Down there is Lyon and he takes the mark against Bruce Dool. Should run around. No, Dooley was awake for that. He could have run right around Dool and had the shot at goal. He's going back to take the set shot. It's going to be a difficult shot, as you see.
I think he'll still run out a bit, Jack,
yes, he should come back further, really, and then open up the angle for himself by running around. In fact, Dixon shepherding Harms away from that. It's Bestity gone right across the face of goal, out of bounds on the full. So, I don't think it's Melbourne's day.
Here's a chance. Alan Jarrett, you can say that again. The understatement of the year is Jarrett onto the left foot. A high ball. Can Lyon take a mark? Yes, I think he can, the young fella. He has. A good mark to Gary Lyon. He's been moved to full forward, away from Dorotich, who certainly had his measure. And the young forward, well, this might liven them up a bit because that was a terrific mark to Gary Lyon.
I see Peter Dean limping too after that encounter down there, Peter. But Gary Lyon, he's only 20 metres out.
There'll be a few roars from the Melbourne members if he gets this.
It'll be good to get their second. As it goes through. Melbourne in the third term, to the ironical cheers of the Melbourne supporters, kick their second goal. Melbourne 2 goals 5, 17 points. Carlton 16 goals 10, 106 points on Sevens Big League.
Jack, that's 12 minutes in this quarter, about 30 minutes in the second quarter. I just wonder what the exact time it was when they scored their first goal, because it's a long, long time between drinks.
It certainly is, and the Melbourne fans will be hopeful for a few more, but whether they get them, that's another thing. The ball tapped down. It's all Carlton. Jarrett came in on the scene, picked up by Elvin. No, he can't pick up cleanly. He does eventually get it out. Did it so easily too. Picked up a free kick.
15 minutes of the first quarter was when Melbourne scored that goal. So if you add on 15, Harms trying to be a bit fancy there. Ran too far. Here's Batterston. As I said, their first goal was 15 minutes of the first quarter. Their next one, 12 minutes of the third quarter. So that's nearly 2 full quarters without scoring a goal on a perfect day for football. Here's a free kick going Carlton's way to Peter Road for over the neck, set umpiring Clayton.
Melbourne kicked their second goal. Took them 54 minutes to kick their second goal after kicking their first. So in the back against Harms, he said, I used my hips. The umpire said a free kick. So Ted Fidge with the ball. On the half-back flank for Melbourne. Kicks up towards the big fellow in All Day. They all fly high. It's come to turf. Withers waited for the ball to come out. Didn't eventuate, though. It comes out towards Eishold. He's looking for a hand pass. He's trying to get rid of it quickly. Chance now for Carlton to take it away. Evans went for a hand pass to Elvin, who had his back to him, chipping in his Newport. Newport having a snapshot for goal. He's about 40 metres out. He's going to bounce just in front of Hunter and go over the boundary line, and we'll see a throw-in in Melbourne's forward pocket. At the 14 and a quarter minute mark of the third term, 16-10, 106 playing 2-5-17 on Sevens Big League.
Madden controlling the rucks down to Bernie Evans. Justin Madden puts on the tackle. It's still in that forward pocket for Melbourne. Let's hope they fight it right out, the young Melbourne side, because it has been a shocker so far as the Melbourne supporters are concerned.
And they haven't any reserves on the bench, as I said. Flowers injured and Williams was hurt in the first minute, so I don't think he'll be coming back.
Robertson played a good game too, Shane Robertson. Here's a chance for Alan Jarrett. Caught. Hand pass. Back it comes to Paul Payne on the left foot. He goes out wide. Batterston too slow against Robertson. Robertson cleverly done. Goes to the boundary line and he copped it across the neck. It'll be a free kick to Shane Robertson on half-back flank against Adrian Batterston.
Yes, it had to be.
Good umpiring there by Michael Snedden to pick that up.
Yes, it was a good decision, I thought, Peter, even though you haven't liked some of his decisions. It's been kicked by Robertson up to the wing position, and the man to take the mark is Peter Moore.
What do you mean I haven't liked it? Cover only 2, Jack. 2 holding the ball ones early in the game.
Peter Moore gives it over to Danny Hughes, who goes long in toward the half-forward zone. Lyon sets himself. Duel over the back. 4 Carlton players flew. Then it comes to Dixon of Melbourne. He looks for a hand pass. Can he find a teammate? He's found one. Could have been a free kick out there. Bernie Evans pinched that. He's given it out now, and the kick is by Rode is smothered. Eichhold comes in on the scene. Jarrett well tackled by 2 of them. Holding the ball should have been the decision. It comes out towards Withers. Withers looks for a hand pass. Nearly a throw. Gets it out to Healy. Healy goes toward goal. Melbourne have kicked their 3rd goal. They have in the 3rd term. The 3rd goal going on the board. Kicked by Greg Healy. He's kicked his 1st goal. Melbourne 3 goals, 5-23. Carlton 16-10, 106 on 7's big league.
Well, there's Greg Healy on screen. Of course, his brother Gerard now playing with the Sydney Swans and doing pretty well. But at least they're fighting it out at the moment. They're trying pretty hard and they're undermanned as far as skill is concerned compared with Carlton. Carlton have been known to lapse when they get well in front, so it'll be interesting to see if they can keep it going, because Melbourne have really picked up their game in the past 5 minutes.
Jarrett a chance to gain possession, got a hand pass down the flank. It's been picked up here by Healy once again. He goes left-footed in toward the half-forward zone. Dorotic sets himself. He set himself all right. That was his ball from the moment he saw it leave the boot of Healy. Dorotic delivers well up toward Hunter. Got the hands to it. Yes, the mark will be paid by umpire Clayton.
He's got some guts.
He's got some guts. He's got some talent too. He goes out wide, out to the wing position on the outer side where the players meet it. Meldrum gives it over to Johnson. Johnson goes in short.
There's Blackwell towards half-forward. Moore overran it. He's trying to do a soccer back kick there, was McClure. Now it's Teddy Fidge. What's he doing down there? He must have been moved from the forward line, smothered off the boot. Down it comes to Robertson for Carlton and Dale Dixon for Melbourne. Dixon, a hand pass, looking for Robin White. He's got it in the centre circle. He brings it looking for Eichhold. Over the back, good use of the body by Simon Eichhold. He's got it on half-forward. He has a pot shot at the goals. This could be their 4th coming up. No, it's only 1 point to the Demons. So the Demons move on to 3-6, trailing Carlton 16-10.
Yes, 106 to 24 on 7's big league, and Bruce Dill's done a great job for Carlton in the full back position. He's kicking the ball straight up the ground again. They used that tactic early. Oh, what a beautiful mark by Dorotic with the ball coming over his head. That was a real gutsy effort. Took that mark well. Goes out toward Bradley and Stretch, and a fine mark taken by Stretch and Bradley into his back. Could have been 15 metres, and it was. Good umpiring decision by Michael Snedden. So the kick from Stretch coming down toward the half-forward zone. Dorotic had his name on that one too, but couldn't get into position. It's a shot by Withers, was it, who goes in toward goal, and the umpire said off target, only 1 behind. But Melbourne, having from half-time where they had 1 goal 5, have now kicked 3 goals 7. They've added 2-2 in this 3rd term in 18.5 minutes.
Bruce Stool has been a very, very good player today, although he hasn't had to do all that much. There's a beautiful kick, though, as he finds Blackwell, who's been an excellent player, towards centre wing where Marcoux takes the mark. Alex Marcoux towards half-forward. Who's there? Big Justin. He drops a sitter on that occasion. Hand pass out to Jarrett. Bradley, good football by Bradley. Good play by Johnston. Over to Bradley. Here goes the racehorse into the open goal with a touch of class, but on this occasion, he's offline and through for a point.
A great asset is his pace. He certainly musters that first 10 to 15, Peter. Gets him, strides in very quickly and breaks away from the opposition, but couldn't control that kick. 16-11, 107 to 3-7-25. From the full back position, we're going to see Hughes set himself. Alvin over the top, can't take the mark. Been tapped out of bounds by Robertson, trying to gain possession. It's on the Carlton half-forward line, about 55 metres out from their goal, where the boundary throw-in will take place. Who's going to do the ruck work? It's going to be Kernahan. But Carlton got the tap out toward the side of the pack, taken by White. He couldn't do a great deal with it, and hurriedly kicked off by Richards up toward the wing.
So I've read that magnificently over to Rode. Rode won't get the bounce. Oh, yes, he does, because Stretch overran it. Oh, that's holding the ball if they're consistent. But no, said the umpire. They were dynamite early on it, as we see a hand pass coming out wide from Allday over to Nigel Cole. Cole's got a ton of pace as he runs towards the half-forward line. He's going to have a long kick at goal. It'll float up to the goal square. Hunter from behind. Couldn't take the mark. It was a big thump away by Dool. That was beautiful football by Bruce Dool. And it went 20 metres back Carlton's way and over the line.
Eichschild having a bit of a dust-up down, or a bit of a discussion, I would say, with his opponent.
I don't think Dean's too interested.
No, boundary throw-in taking place. Big Madden accepts it, can't do much with it. Eichschild's there. Well, Madden threw that one out of bounds. Should have been penalised, really, but the umpire has not penalised him, and we'll see another boundary throw-in taking place in exactly the same position. 107 playing 25. Carlton leading Melbourne in the third term. 20 and a half minutes gone. Fidge caught too high. The free kick will go the way of Ted Fidge. Eichschild having another dip down there. He's in a little bit of a wrestle now. I don't know who is that he's having a go at. It's Eichschild anyhow. Hunter, Alvin, don't know who it was. He did have a go at originally, but it's Teddy Fidge's free kick. Now Fidge hasn't done a great deal in today's game. Very little. He had about 5 or 6 kicks. He's had 8 kicks. Now let's see if he can kick a goal. Melbourne's goal kickers are 3. Healy, Dixon and Lyon. Can Teddy Fidge make it 4? 45 metres out. Close. That's a goal. Kicked off the boot of Teddy Fidge for Melbourne, his first goal. So Melbourne moved their score to 4 goals, 7, 31. It's not the first quarter, it's the third. Carlton, 16 goals, 11, 107.
Yes, and it's going to be very, very difficult. It's my job at the end of the game to find 3 best players on the ground for the Melbourne side. That was Teddy Fidge, you saw on screen. But they have had very, very few good players. In fact, as you go through, I'm finding it hard to find one.
I'm not going to try and help you. Centre bounce, the ball put down. Moore rises high. Got a big thump away too. No one can do anything with it as yet. Now it's Marcou's chance. He can't do a lot. Dorotich taps it out. Trying to tap it forward for Carlton. It's been picked up and hurried downfield by Newport. Down toward the half-forward zone. Meldrum went for a difficult one-handed mark, which he didn't take. There's a chance for Hunter if Meldrum sees him. He's going to ignore Hunter. I don't know why. He should have kicked toward Hunter, but he didn't. He's gone up toward Bradley on the wing position, where it's been thumped away, and it will eventually run over the boundary line. Why he didn't go to Hunter, I'll never know.
That was bad play, I reckon, by Meldrum. Hunter was calling for the ball.
He's having a few words to say to him,
and rightly so, too. I thought that was a bit of selfish play there by Meldrum. Mackenzie over the back is Blackwell, who's been a star as usual. Towards half-forward, Robin White in front. Over the back, a chance for Carlton, a big knock away by Johnston. That was beautiful football. Punched away by Cole. Towards half-forward, Blackwell made his first mistake of the day. Peter Moore runs about. He's run too far.
He ran a mile too
He's
far.
run at least 40 metres without bouncing the ball.
He got that wound up, he forgot to stop.
In fact, I was surprised the umpire didn't blow the whistle earlier.
Well, he certainly covered a lot of ground and given away the free kick taken by Mackenzie, who goes up toward Kernahan. He can't take the mark. Stretches there for Melbourne with the ball in front of him, having trouble picking up. He's going to run it out of bounds if he doesn't hurry up and get it. He's picked up now and left foots it down towards Withers. Oh, good play by Hunter. Knocked the ball along in front of him. Blackwell's there, taken by Newport. Newport brings Melbourne into attack down toward Lyon. Lyon out in front of Adul. Can't take it. Fidge will take a snapshot if he can pick up. Fidge will snap toward goal. He tries to hook it around. Eichschild's there, and so is Meldrum. But that kick from Fidge going out of bounds on the full, and Meldrum will take the free kick for Carlton.
Paul Meldrum, back pocket. And, well, he's played a good game too. All the Carlton players have played well as he brings it towards half-back. Kernahan, the front of the pack. Grabbed by Paul Payne for Melbourne. Oh, he threw the ball. Definitely. Umpire Snedden right onto that one. And a good camera shot of that one as he threw it straight out. And Steve Kernahan takes it over to Dorotich, two of the big-name recruits coming to Carlton for this year. There's a big fly by Bradley and Johnston. Johnston took it over there to Rode. Rode towards full forward. Over the back is McClure. Brilliantly taken away by Nigel Cole. Towards centre wing, where up they go, and Peter Moore takes the mark.
Gee, that was dangerous practice there. I thought Johnson would get his head taken off. Moore hand passes to Hughes. Hughes drives Melbourne forward down toward line, opposed to Dool, and the ball thumped away. Gee, that was a good piece of defensive work by Dool. He tried to get him out of position and did so. The ball tapped away in front of Eichschild now, and we'll see it over the boundary line for a boundary throw-in. And Bruce Dool, the beard's getting a bit greyer, the legs are getting a bit slower, but the thinking's still there.
I don't think he'll have many easier days. He'd like to have it like this every week, I think, Bruce Dool.
He might play till he's 50.
Yep. He would, as we see Withers. Brilliantly picked up by Mark Withers, and he hooks it high. Now, Dool, a one-out duel against the young fella. There's a youth against experience there, and eventually the ball is forced through for a point. That was Gary Lyon against Bruce Dool.
16-11, 107, 4 goals, 8-32 the Melbourne score. Carlton leading at the 25.5-minute mark of the third term on the big league. Dool not knowing exactly where to go. I think he should go straight up the ground, which he's been doing most of the day. He goes up towards Dorotich, and Moore over the back has taken a good mark for Melbourne. He's out too far to score. He's out 55 to 60 metres. He drives in long, putting all his faith in Lyon, opposed to Dool. And Dool, you can see him getting his body, trying to worry Lyon out of possession. The kick was too long for both of them, going through for one behind. A good kick, though, by Peter Moore. Had it been on target, Pete, well, could have gone through.
Well, there's clever play by Dool as he gave it out to Harms. It was good play by Harms, too, to make the space there and call for the ball as he was running in the direction of the ball. Towards centre wing, Kernahan from behind. Couldn't take the mark. Withers looking for stretch. Now it's Marcoux who is caught. And the umpire will say, he said it was too high, or in the back, whichever way you want to look at that one.
Yes, he called it too high. The arm was across the shoulder of Marcoux, who not a very good kick, though. He's popped it up. Kernahan first to it. Will take the mark out toward the wing position. Now he's been looking for Big Madden up in the forward pocket. Now he's going toward McClure. McClure opposed to Cole, too tall, too strong, and McClure takes the mark. Now it won't be an easy shot at goal. He's out 50 metres, as you see. That's the line we were talking about earlier in the day. That's the 50-metre mark that he is just about standing on. He'll kick from about that distance, but in the goal square we have the big arms of Madden to try and claim anything that drops a bit short. McClure puts it on its way. It hasn't dropped short, though. It's gone through for another goal, a great goal. Kicked by Mark McClure. He kicks his fourth goal, all in the third term. And McClure of Carlton putting the 17th goal on the board for Carlton. 17 goals, 11, 113. Melbourne, 4 goals, 9-33 on Sevens big league.
Yes, and that's a mismatch, that. Nigel Cole is used to playing on small players with pace, because he's got tons of pace. He's not a big, robust bloke.
What's he playing on, a big fellow without pace?
Well, McClure's too experienced and too strong overhead, and he's having a hell of a day down there. Nigel Cole on Mark McClure, as we see Danny Hughes grab it. He's been quiet towards the centre of the... what a mark. A magnificent mark taken by Peter Dean.
Up with one hand first, rolled it down the arm, gives it out to Harms now, out to Dool. And Carlton, well oiled today, going in toward Dorotich. He can't take it. It comes to Moore at the back of the pack. He's well tackled by Dorotich, then Evans. Healy gets the hand pass out to Hughes. Hughes going down toward the full forward zone again, but once again to turn them out is Peter Dean. That'll be 15 metres against young Eyeshield. I think he might be doing his block a bit today, because he hasn't had the best of days. He's given away a few penalties.
That's not like an amateur.
No, it is not. Johnson gets it out to Robertson, who accepts the mark on the wing position member's side. Robertson's left foot kick up towards Kernahan. Kernahan has two opponents. I thought he may have been paid that mark. He got it down, taken by Peter Moore. He can't do much with it. McClure can't make contact. In goes Cole of Melbourne to pick up. Brings the ball back toward the centre of the ground. In comes Hunter, and he will take the mark. And if he gets a quick hand pass away, he could have had it moving quickly, and that he does to Johnson, who was wrong-footed. Got the ball up towards Big Madden. Can't take the mark, though.
There's a hurried kick away by Russell Richards. Back towards the Melbourne members, and I'm sure... No, stretch. I thought he might run it over the line there, but it's back with Teddy Fidge. He's got a loose man in Mark Withers. He's on half-back flank now. He runs to the wing, has a casual bounce, and now he elects to kick it long and low, but there's the siren to end the third quarter here at the MCG, with Carlton a decisive lead, 17-11, 113 to Melbourne 4-9-33.
On Sevens big league from the Melbourne Cricket Ground, Carlton leading Melbourne by 80 points as we start the final term. 17 goals, 11, 113 to 4 goals, 9-33.
Punch away comes towards Blackwell, who's been a star again. He's had a great year up to... Peter Kenny is on the ground. I thought he was still on interchange, but he would have been sitting there itching to get onto the ground to get a part of this action.
Well, it didn't take him long to get into the action, Peter, because that's his first... He's just come on at three-quarter time. That's his first kick, first mark, first kick. So let's see if he can kick a goal first up. He's out 50 metres and we'll take the shot. McClure leading away from goal, but McKenny's going to have a go himself. A torpedo punt kick. My word, that's a good-looking kick. That's a beautiful goal. You can't do much better than that. You've just come on the ground, you take a mark, your first kick, you get a goal. You can't do much better. Carlton 18 goals, 11, 119. Melbourne 4 goals, 9-33 on Sevens big league.
Well, as we were saying during the third quarter, that Peter Kenny would have been sitting on that bench dying to get out there and get a part of the action, because Carlton have bombarded the forward line today, and there was a great torpedo punt kick, a long kick, a 50-metre one, as we see Madden back in the ruck. A big hit away, looking for Alvin. Now it's Robin White. He never gives up trying. White, former South Australian, towards half forward, knocked away by Dean. Charges after it again.
Well done.
Good football, Peter Dean. Still took it on in front of him. Steve Newport on the bottom of the pack. He's tried very, very hard today for Melbourne. One of their real... Eishol's getting into the action again. I think the young kid ought to concentrate on getting the ball instead of the fisticuffs, in my opinion.
At the wing position outer side, the bounce takes place. Madden opposing more. Neither make contact on that occasion, but the umpire said a free kick again to Madden. He's had a lot of those free kicks given to him today at these bounces, and free kick against Stretch now.
He shoved him out of the way.
Up it goes, and a good mark taken down. Kenny once again, my word. It didn't take him long. He kicked the first goal in the first minute of the final term. So he's taken his second mark. He's having his second kick, or can he kick his second goal? Because he's inside the distance, Pete. He kicked that other one.
That's right. It was certainly a longer kick. He's going to drop punt, though, this time.
He didn't do it badly, did he? Have a look at that. It's another one. 2 marks, 2 kicks, 2 goals. I think I'd go off if I was him, because he's got 110%.
Well, I'll make a statement. I reckon I could go out now and kick goals out there the way Carlton are playing.
It's not that easy, Pete. Carlton, 19 goals, 11, 125. Melbourne, 4 goals, 9, 33 on Sevens big league. The scores may be a lot of difference up there on the scoreboard, but the interest in the game is still up as far as I'm concerned, because I've seen a lot of things today, and Madden and Kenny, they've been part of it. So on Sevens big league, back to the action at the centre of the MCG.
I admire you, Jack. You're trying to make it sound good, as we see Bradley out wide to Harms, but it's really been
for a hand pass.
It's been a real hiding today for Melbourne, as we see Carlton at their best as Robertson gets it down. That's a mark, I think, for Bernie Evans as it came over the top of the back. Don't tell me they're going to go down and get another one. Here he comes, Mark McClure. He marks half-forward flank in the third quarter here.
Could be 15 metres if Turner doesn't come back.
He kicked 4 goals in the third quarter after a quiet first half. He always tries hard, of course, but he's on the boundary line. The way they're going, Carlton, he's liable to kick this.
Oh, they missed some easy ones in the first half. There's a bit of a biff out there too. There's Hughes and Kenny having a bit of a dust-up, but I don't think anything's going to happen because umpire Clayton's right there. Let's get back to McClure on the boundary line. A good-looking kick. In comes Madden to take the mark. The big fellow, I think he's been paid. Yes, as I said before, even though the scores are a mile apart, the action is still here on Sevens Big League. Look at it, a bit of action around. A lot of frustration out there for some of the Melbourne players. In fact, all the Melbourne players, I might suggest.
Well, this will be interesting.
He could take him right back to the centre of the goal square. He has. Yes, he has.
He can't miss now, can he? Although he is a left footer. I've seen him. Percy Jones. If Percy Jones was having a shot from here, he might kick the post or something like that.
Oh, don't pick on Percy. Oh, Pete.
What's he going to do? Is he going to kick a banana, kick it? He's making him go round on the line. This is very, very interesting, this. He can't take him back at him. Oh! I've seen everything
I call that cheating. I call that cheating. Anyhow, at the MCG on Sevens Big League, he's kicked his third goal, man. No, you won't see a better one than that, I'll tell you. He's had 15 kicks. Carlton, 20 goals, 11, 131. Justin, you're a cheat. Melbourne, 4 goals, 933.
Well, that's the second time we've seen it. We saw Warwick Kappa do that in Sydney last week, where he was pushing the bloke back on the mark, took everyone's attention away, then tapped it through for goal. Clever play, Madden. He's one of the best men on the ground. Hunter flies, can't take it. Here's Mark Withers, almost caught with the ball. A lovely hand pass to Moore. He's caught. Hand passes away, and the umpire said he threw the ball. They can't do a thing right, poor old Melbourne, as we see Peter Rode give it across to Wayne Harms. A shocking-looking kick towards centre wing. Newport, nearly Melbourne's best player. A hand pass, and that wouldn't be hard today, as we see Rode bring it back to centre wing in front of the Melbourne members. And I was just looking down there. They're a pretty sturdy lot, those Melbourne members, because not many of them have left. And I'll tell you what, I think I would have been gone by now.
Not many of them left.
I said not many have left.
Oh, I thought you not many of them left.
Absolutely
hand pass by Jarrett. Gets it out now. Taken by Fidji. Kicks up high. Here's a chance for Lyon out in front of Dool. Pushed in the back by Dool, I thought. And the umpire has paid accordingly. So Brucey Dool knew that. He's given away the free kick. Lyon is out 50 metres. The other white line you'll see as he comes in to kick is the 50-metre line, not the one you've just seen of the square. Lyon out there has kicked 1 goal for Melbourne. out of their total of 4 goals, 9. Can he make it 2? Torpedo punt, works away from the goals, goes in toward the behind post, off the hands of the players and through for 1 behind. So Melbourne moved to 4 goals, 10, 34. Carlton 20 goals, 11, 131. You're on Sevens Big League as we approach the 6.5-minute mark of the final term on the Melbourne Cricket Ground. A good kick by Harms out towards Hunter. Hunter with the ball in front of him. Can't take it yet. Nearly a free kick to him though.
Should have been.
Ridden into the ground. Tapped out by Johnson toward Blackwell. Picked up on this occasion by Lyon. Lyon going short and finds the big ruckman in Peter Moore. So he gets an indifferent reception.
I wonder if they're Melbourne supporters or Carlton. It'd be interesting to know that.
I wouldn't know.
There's the kick out wide. A chance for young Eyersholt who flies. Can't take it. Nigel Cole, he's down on the forward line. He's going to have a pot shot at the goals. He hooks it and puts it through for a point.
Well, the scoreboard showing at the MCG 20 goals 11 to 4 goals 11. The difference is 16 goals in favour of Carlton. Doull going out wide, a well-placed kick will find Dean. Dean can get going now, there's no one there. He gets the kick down toward the wing position, looking for a teammate, can't find one as yet. The ball comes up towards Kernahan, he's beaten by for pace by Richards. On the left foot he swings it back towards Newport. Newport of Melbourne looking into the half-forward zone, takes a bounce. Alvin goes to meet him. The kick from Newport is then hurried up towards Allday. Now it comes Blackwell. He can't get it. Fidge looks for the free kick and the umpire has paid it.
Yes, and umpire said too high. Wayne Blackwell not too impressed with that decision. I thought it looked a pretty good tackle, but the umpire a bit closer than me. 13 kicks to Ted Fidge, who's battling hard, but they've got to rely on Ted Fidge to be their best forward. He'd only be about 5'9". It's a bit difficult at that height to be your main forward and the main man you're relying on in attack. Here's the kick, a low trajectory torpedo punt over the back of the pack. A chance for Cole to have a pot shot at the goals, and Nigel Cole has slammed it through.
Well, Nigel Cole's been playing in defence most of the day. Moved up to the forward zone now. Is 15 goals the difference between the teams. Cole has had 13 kicks in today's effort, and Melbourne on 5 goals 11. Carlton leading by 15 goals on 20 goals 11. 131 playing 41 on Sevens Big League, and the crowd at the MCG today a little bit disappointed in what they're seeing, but 27,440 people in attendance. The ball being put down in the centre once again. In comes Big Madden. A whistle sounds, or did it? No, I thought I heard a whistle. That's the second time I've heard that today. Taken by Cole. Bradley's hand pass wasn't good. Up towards Newport. Oh, that might be a free kick. I reckon it would have to be.
I think so. Umpire Snedden saying where the mark was to the Carlton player. He copped one as he went past. Gave a little Carlton player, just gave him a little one to go on with. That's Greg Healy on screen. He's going to kick from behind the 50-metre line. So this kick will be about 55 metres. Let's see what Greg Healy can do with this, with the torpedo punt off the side of the boot. Simon Eyersholt flies. He's had a bad day, young Simon, towards Cole, who's tried particularly hard. There's Peter Rode. Gets his boot to ball. Back it comes towards the half-back line in front of the Melbourne members, and a throw-in will take place with the score on... Is that 5-11, Jack? 5-11 yes. To 20-11, so that's 15 goals the difference.
You're dead right. The ball comes to turf once again, and Carlton moving it through Bradley, was it? No, it's Evans. Up toward the wing position on the members' side of the ground. Out comes Robin White, can't accept it. Blackwell's long hand pass goes straight to Hughes of Melbourne. He's well tackled. Got a little kick toward Blackwell. Blackwell can't take it. Taken away by White again. His hand pass comes down the flank, along the boundary line, and it goes over the boundary line for the umpire to bring back into play. It's on Melbourne's half-forward flank position. Melbourne trailing by 15 goals. Big Madden opposing Hughes. Madden tapped it out beautifully to Hunter. The hurried kick goes very high. Kernahan underneath it. The Blackwell doing the roving, tried to back out of the pack. Got a hand pass intercepted by White. His hand pass comes back to Blackwell. Back in toward the half-forward zone. Could have been a free kick to Kenny, but the umpire said a bounce will take place on the half-forward flank for Carlton on the members' side of the ground. Right at the point of the square, you see they're about 60 metres out from Carlton's goal. Ball being put down by umpire Clayton. In they go. The tap comes down to Alvin. Alvin kicks hurriedly into the forward pocket. It'll run out of bounds though, so that will favour Carlton, and a boundary throw-in will take place in their forward pocket. 10.5, nearly 10 3/4 minutes now gone. The final term. I haven't got the seagull count out there, Pete. There's a few on the outer side, and there's no one out there to disturb them.
McClure doing the ruck work straight to Stephen Stretch, to Alan Jarrett. Jarrett brings it round the wing. Bradley couldn't quite get there to take the mark, and over the line it went on half-back flank for Melbourne, half-forward for Carlton.
Up until half-time, Melbourne had kicked 1 goal 5, 11 points. In the third term, they added 3 goals 4 to make it look a little bit more respectable. Now, the umpire whistles up a free kick.
He copped one right across the head there, Justin Madden.
Yeah, I was listening to the crowd, and I was just trying to work out which way they were going, for or against. I think it's all against from the Melbourne members. So Madden on the half-forward flank, a long way from goal, kicking in the direction of the goal square where McClure comes out, can't take the mark. Johnson missed the ball on the way through, taken by Jarrett. He kicks in toward Eishold. He can't take it. Harms takes the mark behind Eishold, and now the kick from Harms is smothered. Up into the forward pocket it travels. Out comes Evans. Just missed that elbow. Evans breaks around the opposition. On the left foot goes goalward. McClure was there against Turner. In the back to McClure. Could have been paid. It's still in play, or is it? No, the umpire said it's gone through for 1 behind. So Carlton now 20 goals 12, 132. Melbourne 5 goals 11, 41 on Sevens big league from the MCG.
Full back on screen is Steve Turner. He's been moved all over the place today. John Northey, and they're still getting the hoots of the crowd. And, a bit of shoving with the hands there going on. I don't think they like each other, those two, Moore and Madden. Here's Dale Dixon towards centre wing. Dorotic punches the ball away. Gee, be a hard man to play on Dorotic. He plays very close and hard. There he is, number 6 on screen. And he's a real goer, John Dorotic. But they've had good players everywhere on the ground. They're a real team, Carlton. There's Madden. He's having a picnic as he got it down there to Alvin. Madden been outstanding again. Blackwell, he's been good. Bradley has died out in the second half after a great first half.
Yes, he did well, very well in the first half. All day got up there, got the ball down. Bradley got a little kick away there, taken by Cole, who hurries it out of the pack toward the half-forward zone. Could have been a free kick the way of Healy, but Melbourne move it forward now toward their forward pocket position. And Dean picking up, got a small kick toward Rode. Rode got around 4 opponents, got the ball to Dorotic, who set himself. Hand passes quickly to Marcoux, up to Madden. Madden to Johnston. Johnston with the ball in front of him now, can see what's going on. He'll kick toward the goal square, I would think. No, he goes in toward half-forward. A well-placed kick finds Blackwell. Blackwell had all day to get balanced, put it on its way, and he's put it through for another Carlton goal. Good football by Madden to Johnson. Blackwell kicks his 3rd goal after a very good pass. Carlton 21 goals 12, 138. Melbourne 5 goals 11, 41 on Sevens big league.
Very good play initially there by Peter Rode. He was surrounded by 3 or 4 Melbourne players and got in a lovely hand pass. And, they're a good team, Carlton. And when you allow them to play their play-on game and pretty game, they'll cut any side to pieces. And Melbourne have allowed that today because they haven't been good enough to stop it. There's Madden. He's controlled those hit-outs. He's controlled everywhere around the ground. Kernahan over there to Wayne Johnston. Johnston with a booming kick. Looking up there towards the forward line. McClure. But eventually it's forced through by Steve Turner and through for a behind. But
it was a good kick.
Carlton are peppering the goals.
That was a good kick by Johnson to get it right down into the goal square. Forced through for a behind. Turner's kick in toward the half-back zone, putting his teammates under pressure. Good tackle, robs them of possession. Hand pass from Rode into Blackwell. Don't tell me it's another one. I don't know, yes, I think it might be. Wayne Blackwell puts his 4th through now. And Carlton just going away. They're not slowing down today, Pete. Carlton 22 goals 13, 145. Melbourne 5 goals 11, 41. Carlton leading by 104 points over Melbourne.
18 kicks, 6 handballs, 4 goals to Wayne Blackwell, and he does a heck of a lot of the bullocking work and the hard work. He gets the hard ball too, as well as getting a few handballs. As the Seagulls, a great shot of that one as they go.
Don't know where they came from.
Almost past our ears, I think, and I think a few of the spectators, the Melbourne spectators, probably more interested in the Seagulls than the football at the moment, as we see in the centre of the ground. Who's that? That was Nigel Cole was grabbed. Now it's Alvin. Back to all round the neck. That has to be to Healy.
Yes, Healy and Alvin having a few words to say, but Healy will take the free kick. He wouldn't kick a goal from there. He's had 8 kicks now. He goes short. No one can take it cleanly. Hunter picks it up. His hand pass wasn't clean. It got to Cole. Cole picks it up for Melbourne. Who's he looking for? He's looking for Lyon, but he can't find him yet. He straightens up. He's going to try and kick it himself. It's not a good kick. I think it may have gone out on the full, or no, just must have bounced just inside the line. and it's going to be a boundary throw in Melbourne's forward pocket. But it wasn't a very good piece of work. I thought he should have looked for a taller player downfield, but he tried to do it all himself.
Madden. Oh, beautiful hit out. Oh, Marcoux was grabbed when he didn't have the football. Umpire Snedden missed that. There's a flying pot shot at the goals by, is it Batterston? I think he's kicked it. No, it was Healy, in fact. It was little Greg Healy. There he is on screen, who snapped it through on the left foot for his second goal.
Yes, well, Melbourne now, 6 goals, 11-47, making Carlton's lead only 98 points. 22 goals, 13-145, the Carlton total. And there was a free kick, I thought, against Eisholt for that tackle down there. But the umpire, as Peter McKenna said, missed it. At the centre bounce once again, Madden will do the ruck work.
And number 43 for Carlton, Mickey Kennedy is coming on and Alvin off. You can't see it on screen, but there's Bradley. Now it's taken away by Batterston, dropped the ball. Yes, they'll through the ball, in fact, said the umpire, as Bradley comes up to grab it. Could be 15 metres against Hughes if he's not careful. Back it comes to Wayne Johnston. A bit of a blue going on between Hughes and Bradley. They were teammates in the South Australian State of Origin a couple of weeks ago.
Well, they're not
over the back of the pack. There was Blackwell flying through. Here's a chance for Mickey Kennedy just on the ground. Was he into the back of Newport? No, said the umpire. Peter Kenny races to the boundary line and he takes it over the line with him. 17 minutes gone in this final quarter.
Yes, up to the 17.5-minute mark now. The final term at the MCG between Melbourne and Carlton, and the difference 98 points in favour of Carlton. The ball in Carlton's forward pocket position. Can they get a goal from here? Sock it off the ground. Here's a chance for Carlton. They can pick it up. Sock it off by Marcoux into the open space. Picked up by Hughes. A hand pass came out to Cole. Cole goes short, looking for a teammate. Finds Fidge. Fidge on the half-back flank, taking plenty of time. Now goes in towards all day. Dorotic too strong. Dorotic plays on, ducked the head, got a hand pass away, taken by Rode. Rode up to the half-forward zone. No mark taken on this occasion. Carlton players in control. Kernahan in toward Meldrum. Meldrum got a hand pass back around the flank, taken by Johnson. He centres the ball. A chance now for Carlton. And that little fella again, Wayne Blackwell, takes the mark only 25 metres out from goal.
He reads the play, Jack. I think you'd agree. Number 8 there, Wayne Blackwell. He reads the play magnificently.
Yeah, once again, good football by Johnson to bring the ball back in front of goal.
I agree. He centred that ball instead of blazing away, and that's experience.
Blackwell going for his 5th goal. 5 goals coming up, is it, to Wayne Blackwell? No, he's missed it. Well, I don't think the Carlton players want to accept that, because
the Carlton supporters behind the goals aren't too happy. He took a long time to signal that.
That's why I waited to see what was going on, because this didn't seem right to me. Moore taking the kick in from fullback.
Peter Moore. Oh, the thumbs go up. Peter Moore not too happy as he stuck the thumbs up. He's probably... Well, in all fairness, though, he's probably frustrated. He's battling away there, and it's a bit hard when you're about 14 or 15 goals behind and you're trying your heart out there.
Because the more often you give them those signs, the more rubbishing you're going to get. You should never fall into them. So Withers got a hand pass in. Been taken by Hughes. Hand pass to Newport. Newport can see Lyon leading. A well-placed kick too. Very clever kick out toward Lyon. Can't quite pick it up cleanly. Dill giving plenty of opposition. The kick from Lyon going toward the boundary line, and it may beat Batterston. It's going very close. Robertson got there first for Carlton, and a boundary throw-in will take place. 146 playing only 47. 99 points the difference in Carlton's favour, and the 20-minute mark all but upon us.
Madden. An outstanding game again today. Taps it down magnificently to Kennedy. Kennedy brings it back to Bradley. Off he goes, the racehorse. Centre wing. Hooks it back. He's looking for Kenny, who takes front berth. Punched away. Back it comes to Jarrett, who handballs 30 metres backwards to Stretch. Stretch has got a loose man. Peter Moore getting the hoots of the crowd. He kicks it wide. Hunter.
He's good.
Beautiful football, Kenny Hunter. That was magnificent. Left foot. McClure back to Rode. Rode going for the long one towards Kernahan, who flies from behind. Now he's got it. Hand pass to Marcoux. Marcoux to Kenny. Kenny with a hurried kick. And Bernie Evans can't. There was it a push in the back?
I think so. I think it's going to be a free kick to Kenny. Now, if he kicks this goal, it's going to be... Was that Michael? It was too. It was Michael Snedden giving that free kick to Kenny. So if he kicks this goal, it would be 3 kicks kicked 3 goals because he came on at the start of the final term. He took the first mark in the final term, kicked a goal, then took another mark moments after that, kicked another goal. So this is his 3rd kick for the quarter. So if he kicks a goal, it's going to be a pretty good effort. Kenny with this shot at goal, trying for his number 3. I think he's got it. So he's kicked 3 goals from 3 kicks. A good performance by Peter Kenny for Carlton. Carlton 23 goals, 14, 152. Melbourne 6 goals, 11, 47 on Sevens Big League.
Well, I think even you, Jack, could go out there and kick a goal today, and you might be able to add to that tally, your goal-kicking tally in league football. 1 goal in a whole career. And you might have, if you're out there today, you might have got your 2nd.
Well, I might have too, Peter, but I don't know about that. At the centre bounce, 152, playing 47. It's Carlton leading. McKenzie in there, beaten by Moore, tapped down, no, Cole couldn't make contact. Peter Rode moves it forward, down to McClure coming out. The ball thumped very high in the air. It might come to turf. Blackwell caught in possession, the ball on the turf again. Turner got a hand pass out to Cole. Cole of Melbourne bringing the ball away from half back. Oh, he may have run a bit too far. A small kick comes up. Oh, Hunter again. He's just about impassable, Hunter. Got it down to Dorotic. Dorotic, funny hand pass. Did he throw? Yes, quite right. Good umpiring decision on that occasion.
I'll tell you what,
Michael Snedden.
Well, that's the only mistake he's made all day. Dorotic, he's played a terrific game at centre half back. He's really killed him. Up towards Eishold, the kick goes. That's a good mark by the Simon Eishold on half forward flank, who hasn't had a good day. Onto the left foot, hooks it back, looking to full forward to Lyon. It's punched away by Dool. In they go. It's Dale Dixon having a flying pot shot at the goals, over the head of Harms and out of bounds on the opposite side of the ground. 23 minutes gone in this final quarter, and I think that siren will be a welcome relief for the Melbourne players.
You have to wait a while yet. 23-14 the Carlton score to 6 goals, 11-47. The ball only a few metres out from Melbourne's goal. Here's a chance now for Fidge. The left foot shot toward goal, but I don't think he's got it. No, he's missed it. So Teddy Fidge may have hurt himself there too, as he had that shot at goal. Only 1 behind. 6 goals, 12 to 23 goals, 14. 48 playing 152, and Bruce Dool with the ball from full-back. I think he'll go straight up the ground or go to the lead of Hunter. He's in 2 minds. He's changed his mind again. He's going out wide. He's kicked straight to the opposition, and the mark has been taken by Hughes. Hughes of Melbourne, 55 metres out. I doubt would make the distance. Moore calling for the ball about 20 metres out from goal, but Hughes is going to ignore that lead of Moore and take the shot from 55 out.
I noticed Madden is sitting on the bench. He's gone off for a rest. Too many touches.
A kick from Hughes will drop short. Who's going to take the mark?
Well, Dool from behind went for the spoiler. Grabbed by Rode. A hurry kick out to Hunter. Gee, he's played a great game too. Another one of the good Carlton players. Look at the class there as he gets it out there to Meldrum. Meldrum, he's got a loose man in Blackwell. Can he get it to him? Oh,
good mark.
No, a good mark. A good mark there by Stephen Stretch, because Blackwell was a loose man behind him.
All fly high here. The ball will come to turf just in front of Meldrum. He don't know whether he tried to keep it in play or made it look as though he did, but the ball out of bounds now, and a boundary throw in taking place on Melbourne's half forward flank position. 24.5 minutes have gone in the final term at the MCG, and nice to know that the 27,440 people are still here. The ball kicked up toward Bradley, dropped it, the umpire blown the whistle. I don't know why he's made a mistake there. A hand pass comes up, and it's a chance for Carlton through Evans to go forward. A well-placed kick, and a good mark taken by Blackwell. Geez, had a great day. He looked for a chance to play on. He's gone out towards, is that Hunter? Hunter way out there in the half, nearly in the forward pocket by himself. Picked up by Marcoux. The shot by Marcoux is on target. It's another goal. Another goal kicked by Carlton. This time Alex Marcoux contributes. He kicks his 2nd goal. Carlton 24 goals, 14, 158. 6 goals, 12, 48 the Melbourne total, and Marcoux has had 13 kicks this afternoon in this good win over, and also 10 hand passes. So a good win over Melbourne, and it's certainly building up 110 points, Peter.
Yes, this is a real hiding. There is Peter Moore and Danny Hughes. Well, they've tried hard enough, but they've been badly undermanned. Far too much talent, Carlton, far too much class, as Bernie Evans overran that one. The chance for a hurry kick by Newport down towards half forward. Teddy Fidge knocks it out cleverly. Hand pass comes out to Jarrett, who's going to have a pot shot on the left foot. Dool thumps it away from Lyon and puts it through for a point to Melbourne. 26 minutes gone in this final quarter. Scoreboard 6-13, Melbourne to Carlton 24-14.
Dool out to Dorotich. It's a good piece of work. A good lead, a well-placed kick. Dorotich kicks high. Marku should wait the crump. Blackwell goes up in front. No mark. Stretch takes it from him. Now he loses it. No, Stretch goes after it again. Marku's task made much easier. Got a hand pass into Ward Blackwell. Now it's Withers' turn for Melbourne. He moves it to the half-forward zone. Dorotich puts his name on it. Can't take the mark. Newport can't take it. Mackenzie's hand pass was toward Rowe, but it wasn't a good one. Here comes Evans of Carlton. Dorotich calls for the ball down on the flank. It's kicked in that direction. Hunter tells him to leave it. Comes to McClure. McClure didn't take possession. Clever football, Mark McClure. Didn't take the ball. Let himself get tackled, and he will pick up the free kick on the wing position.
Yes, as Jack said, experience, cleverness. 10 kicks to Mark McClure. He wants to hand pass. Harms really messed it up, but he gets away too easily. Over to Hunter. Hunter will kick this high. Now, can someone take a mark? Kernahan over the back. 3 Melbourne players raffle that one. No mark to Moore. Moore went straight for the boundary line and put it over the line.
Well, there were 3 Melbourne players. They nearly messed it up between them too. They each had a bite at the cherry, but they didn't take it cleanly, and Moore finished up by putting it over the boundary line. 27.5 minutes gone. The final term on the big league from the MCG. Not much action at present. The ball forced out toward the boundary line, and that's where it will finish. It's in Carlton's forward pocket, only about 25-30 metres out from their goal. Kernahan will do the ruck work and try and find a rover with the tap. Bernie Evans is waiting at the back. It won't go to him, though. It's been picked up nicely, too. That hand pass from Johnson came to Bradley, came to Hunter. No, it's not Hunter at all. It's Robertson. And Robertson was going to go in and take the shot at goal, but thought he'd best go back and take a set shot.
There's no doubt about Bradley. Johnston, that was a magnificent hand pass. And then Bradley, instead of blazing away, a little chip pass across. He's an intelligent footballer, Craig Bradley. There he is on screen, number 21. What an acquisition he's been to Carlton this year.
Shane Robertson going for his first goal of the day. Has he got it or not? The umpire moved across a fair way to indicate a goal, though. And Carlton keep piling the goals on. At three-quarter time, they were 17. Now they're 25 goals, 14, 164. They have added to the quarter 8 goals, 3, and Melbourne have added 2 goals, 4. So Carlton 25, 14, 164. Melbourne 6 goals, 13, 49 on 7's big league.
Well, I can't see much light at the end of the tunnel for Melbourne, although John Fidge did particularly well in the reserves today. Apparently he'll be back in very shortly. He's got a bit of talent. And, of course, Peter Giles is still recovering from that knee injury, but they badly need some players here with a bit of class. Stephen Stretch caught with the ball by Johnston. He's played well. Hooks it back towards the full forward area. Now Kernahan is there. Tries to knock it back. Punched away there by Richards. Grabbed by Kenny. Is this his fourth goal? Oh, he might have kicked it, has he? No, he's missed.
Well, it would have been a great record. 4 kicks for 4 goals in 1 quarter of football. But that time he was off target. So he's kicked 3 goals, 1 out of the Carlton total of 25 goals, 15. 165 playing 49. Turner kicks in toward the centre of the ground where Hughes takes up a position. The ball thumped away from him.
Kick. A long kick was by Batterston towards the half-forward line. Here's a chance for Nigel Coll, who's tried very, very hard. Dool, great mark, Bruce Dool. You listen to the roar of the crowd. They love him. Towards centre wing, that's a mark or a free kick. In
fact, 15 metres.
And it could have been a free. It was definitely a free kick the umpire paid to Mackenzie against Peter Moore. Well, officially, that's time wasting.
Well, yes, let's not go into that.
Well, I wouldn't have paid it,
no.
But you wouldn't want to front up again on a Monday night. The umpires, I suppose, as we see Mackenzie with a high one. It's a very high one. Now, Kernahan couldn't take the mark. Number 40, you see, charging after it is Peter Kenny. Oh, gee. Jarrett ran straight at him then. Good tackle by Johnston. Marku beats him over the line and out of bounds. 30.5 minutes gone in this final quarter. The siren, there it is, to end a dismal game for Melbourne. A great game for Carlton. 25-15, 165 Carlton to Melbourne. 6 goals, 13, 49.
You want to be a real footballer? I've been a real footballer. You've got to look like a real footballer. You've got to go for the mark. The VFL mark. Go for the mark. Go for the mark.
Go for the VFL mark at Myer. Real footy Guernseys, real footy shorts, and real supporters wool jumpers in all club colours and badges. Go for the mark. Go for the mark. Go for the VFL mark at Myer.